Hey there, you're about to watch a VOD of one of my Twitch live streams. If you want to go check me out live, then please give me a follow over there. Otherwise, enjoy the video. And hello, Unicorn Landers! You did it, guys! Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? This is the audio captions which I was playing with. Let me just disable that real quick. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I was playing around with some potential like possibilities for some audio captions, but they weren't working all that well. So I have decided not to use them. But there you go. We got a brief little glimpse about what potentially could have been if I decided to go with audio captions. I still might do in the future. It's an option that I'm playing around with right now. But yeah, at the moment they don't really work all that well, so I have definitely decided not to use them. That's for sure. Hi, hello, guys! You made it! You made it! You made it to the amazing golden days, which is Easter. There's 4 days in the weekend rather than 2. Probably how it should be, honestly. Oh man, it is such a great time, really. Easter feels like the proper, like, I can take a breath of fresh air when Easter sort of lays around, like you manage to get there and suddenly the days aren't quite as dark anymore. You're sort of chilling out and all that sort of bits and pieces. You can drive to work and everything's all sort of tickety-boo and everything. Tickety-boo, Jesus Christ, funnily enough, tickety-boo is like a weird saying from somewhere like in India or something, but I always hear people from like my neck of the woods talking, saying the word tickety-boo, but I don't really hear other people do. So it feels like it's a regional thing that's been poached from somewhere, which is a bit weird. But yeah, hey, hello. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Anybody got any good plans for the Easter? There's usually good stuff going on there. I always like to use as much of the sort of Easter time as possible, honestly, because it's a really good little break. And you don't get long breaks like that a lot, really. Especially where I am, we don't really have bank holidays in until like Easter, really. So it's a real long slog of like 4 months before you get a proper frickin' bank holiday, and it's just it's nice to see it all in one lump, honestly. Where you can actually properly take the time to spend it with friends, spend it with family, and all that sort of bits and pieces, really. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I've had a bit of a weird week personally because obviously after I had a bit of an interesting little schedule because I had debut last week, right? Which was amazing, guys. Thank you again for all turning up. It was incredible. We had all of the debut bits and pieces going on. Ow. And we had debut, and then I had to go and sort of sort out my house because there was people coming around, and then that didn't happen. So that was a bit of a thing that didn't happen. I had I was seeing a bunch of friends on the other day as well. So I really went from like one high to the next. And then after those couple of days, I really just, man, had a massive amount of whiplash, unfortunately. You kind of get that when you do a lot of stuff all at once. And I don't have loads of plans over Easter. So like, I'm kind of glad that I don't have loads of plans because I can actually spend the time just kind of recovering, really. It is what it is, really. Plans for Easter: Friday, fun with friends. Saturday, D&D, and going to a concert. Ooh. And Monday, nothing. Sunday, family stuff. Yeah. Sounds like you've got a pretty packed weekend, my friend. That's for sure. I haven't really been to concerts all that much. I'm not really a music kind of person, really, which is a bit of a shame, honestly. I have like a real deaf ear for music, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't really, like, hear the good stuff in music that other people do, like, if that makes sense, like, that you get people who are really like into like their film and stuff like that, and cinematography and architecture, all that sort of stuff. I just like, and like music is another one of those sort of things. And I just I've never really sort of gone to taken to music, unfortunately. Saturday stag party, Sunday fun day. Oh, okay, a nice stag party. Stag parties always get a little bit wild, so be careful, my friend. Be careful, be safe, and all that sort of stuff. But that said, have fun, you know. Oh man, they always get out of control. That's for sure. I live in a bit of the world, unfortunately, which a lot of people like to do stag parties too. So I see a lot of it. Like I see a lot of that kind of thing happening, and it's just crazy, man. I've never really been that way inclined, but like yeah, I can kind of see the appeal. Don't worry, I'm designated sober, dude. Yeah, but you know, like that's just sounds like you've got a lot of work, unfortunately, because that means you've got to stop everybody else from, you know, getting on a bus and ending up on the other side of town and then in another county, and then you gotta like phone them up. You know, I'm not speaking from experience here. Work Friday, work Saturday, Blender modeling, 3D printing Sunday, Monday going to see someone for lunch. Oh, okay, yeah. Loads of people have busy weekends, man. I unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a much of a busy weekend. I think most of my weekends probably going to be like video editing, honestly, which is fine. I love doing a little bit of editing, honestly. We're gonna be in London, so there's a non-zero chance of a drunken trip to Paris. Yeah, when you go to London, there's definitely a non-zero chance of that happening. Honestly, when you go to London, there's like a non-zero chance of anything happening. The crazy stories I've heard from like weird get-togethers in London, honestly, are pretty severe. It's a weird place, is London. You know, I always compare the UK to Mega City 1 with a Bulgaria stapled to it, you know, and that's very it's very true. And unfortunately, I live in the Bulgaria, so you know, I don't quite get Mega City 1. Unfortunately, it's a very strange place with lots of concrete, lots of distinct people, distinct places. There's all sorts of like bizarre things that go on in London. But you know, it's a fun place as well. That's for sure. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of positives as well. I don't know. Not for me. Not for me. I like a nice quiet weekend, getting on with my video editing and doing all sorts of bits and pieces. I've got like a couple of bits to clear out in the house as well. Like I gotta get the house in order and all that sort of thing as well. Gotta make sure I get my shopping done too. Like I actually need to go on like a big shopping trip because I don't know. I've just been lazy and I've decided not to like stock the fridge. And the problem with bank holidays, right? Everything fucking shuts down. Everything does. So you gotta actually be properly prepared. And I am rarely prepared nowadays. I don't know. There's something about I don't know. There's something about in the previous years where I felt like my sense of discipline has just gone or something like that. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm less disciplined than I was nowadays. Maybe it's like I don't have the energy of youth anymore or something like that, and I'm just tired more or something like that. Don't forget to land in a field so you don't leave a hole somewhere important. Oh, don't worry. I always target a field. I always target a field. It's not the ocean, but like the problem is if I land in an ocean, then I get really wet, you know, and that's awkward because I'm just like dripping with like water and stuff like that. You can't really do that walking around in the UK, unfortunately. So because people look at you funny, you know, they look at me funny anyway. But they like we established, they probably think they probably just think I'm a cosplayer or something, or just very weird, you know. Moist unicorn. Oh God. Oh God. Here we go. Today we are playing Metaphor ReFantasio again, my friends. We played through some of this already. Yeah, we kind of got past what I think is the initial introduction. I reckon it's gonna get a lot better from here. I reckon the game's gonna open up a little bit more. We're gonna get to see a lot more of like the characters and abilities and stuff. We're gonna get to see a lot more like tactical gameplay as well. So hopefully we're in for a bit of a fun ride, but who knows? This game won awards, guys. It's gotta be good somehow, you know? Like, it could just, I don't know. Maybe it drops off a cliff or something like that. Maybe it's really good in the first couple of hours and we didn't know. Who knows? Let's see how Discount Neapolitan is accidentally written to be objectively correct. I don't know. What do you guys think about like villains with a point? Like the because I think there's been a couple of like proper like villains that have come out recently where you've kind of looked at their point of view and gone, yeah, I totally get it, right? They're almost like the sympathetic villain. There's been a lot less in current modern like writing and filmmaking and game making of actually doing villains which are just bad people. You know, like they're just bad people. They do the, you know, that this person, you know, they've got green like blood coming out of them because they're corrupted, and green is the corruptive color because they drank from the well, and now the orcs want to kill the other orcs and all the humans because they've been corrupted by the demons, and the demons are objectively evil. I'm just telling you the plot of Warcraft, guys, calm down. Like there's a lot less of that nowadays. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, whether that's a good thing or whether that's a bad thing. I kind of feel like there's a real space in the market for just villains nowadays that are kind of just objectively a bit bad. Because I feel like everybody kind of just does the, oh, he's a villain, but he has a point trope, you know? And it's just got a little bit tired. Because I think, like, there's certain, there's certain games definitely where doing that has been really, really good, and been really interesting. Like, trying to remember what the name of it is now because I'm getting it confused with the MMO. The Old Republic 2, for example, that was a like a classic case of a, yeah, the villains sort of have some point to what they're saying a lot of the time, and an actually interesting ideology and all that sort of stuff. Like there's been a bunch of other games that have done that as well. I kind of feel like it's kind of getting a little bit samey now, though. You know, it's a bad thing since they always have the villain kick a puppy as a cheap cop out. Yeah, exactly, right. Like this dude has a point, but he kicked a dog, so therefore his point is invalid. Like anybody would ever frickin' use that as an excuse, you know? Like, the Old Republic was fun, but the recent add-on still hurts me. Legacy of the Sith. Did they do a recent add-on for that? I can't remember. Where the Sith is just kind of in the background. I don't think. Oh, are we talking about the MMO? Because I'm not talking about the MMO. I'm talking about the original games. I didn't really play the MMO all that much, unfortunately. I played a little bit of the MMO. And I think I did like the Trooper like storyline like halfway through because it was voiced by Jennifer Hale and I like Jennifer Hale. That's sort of about as far as I got with it, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm talking about Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Easy thing to get confused about, honestly. Because like, you know, the MMO has its own like interesting like quirks, interesting thoughts about it. I'm just surprised that they made like I'm surprised it's as successful as it was personally. And I'm not saying that the game's particularly bad or anything like that. I'm just saying on a technical level, the engine that they use is really difficult to frickin' use. It's like a horrible frickin' engine, right? And it's this. They said this multiple times that developing in it is really hard and really difficult, and they hate it because it was basically an engine they bought from somewhere that was like a. I think it was actually like some dudes were running like a scam or something. Like I cannot remember. It's got a weird freaking like story to it because it's basically an engine that didn't get used for anything except for like Star Wars: The Old Republic, basically. Because some people just sort of made it or something. I'm sure there's a fun YouTube video that covers that. But yeah, like I'm just impressed on a technical level that they managed to do as well as they did, honestly. And actually just, actually create like multiple expansions and all that sort of stuff. The game is just really lame nowadays. Like they tried to make it better. They can't. The game feels empty. Kind of wonder if the Frostbite engine would have worked on it. The Frostbite engine is Battlefield's engine. And Battlefield's engine, from what I understand, is very much geared up to building a first-person shooter. So I don't think... And like MMOs, right? They're very specific with the sort of technical requirements that they kind of have, right? Like, just think about the fact that when you're using an MMO, you're logging into like a server with account security and all that sort of stuff, right? Like there's a lot of tech that goes on behind the hood with MMOs, I reckon, which definitely like mean that the Frostbite engine probably just doesn't have that, right? So I'm not saying you couldn't, because I have no idea about the Frostbite engine, but like that's the impression I get from it. That's what like the limited knowledge that I have about that kind of engine makes me sort of think that that wouldn't be the case. But you could definitely use the Frostbite engine for like, if you wanted to make maybe like the old games, like the old Republic games in Frostbite engine. It might be slightly difficult, but like I reckon you could do it. That's for sure. There's a remaster of Oblivion coming out. Yeah, it got leaked, actually. It got officially, unofficially leaked because Bethesda stuck a bunch of screenshots of it or up on their website, and their website was using WordPress, and someone just happened upon it when they did Inspect Element, and then just posted it all over Reddit. That's a big fuck up, isn't it? Yeah, so you just got Oblivion remastered coming out, guys. I wonder how they're gonna fuck this one up. Because honestly, guys, let's be real. It's like modern Bethesda, and modern Bethesda can't seem to get their shit together for basically anything, unfortunately. I do wonder if the fact that they're remaking stuff might mean it's better, but I don't know, really. I feel sorry for the devs of the Sky Oblivion mod. Yeah, yeah, because they're basically gonna get cucked because it's taken them too long to actually get it out, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. I guess they'll still keep going with it, maybe, or maybe they'll stop. I don't know, really. I don't know how far along that project is, honestly. It feels like it's been coming out for years, but I don't think they. I don't think they ever released it or anything. I haven't checked that in a while. Pretty much on brand for Bethesda, being terrible at coding. I kind of feel like there's certain like things about that being said about Bethesda's like coding and stuff that are maybe taken a little bit to extremes. Like, I don't like defending Bethesda because, let's be real, like their games have always been buggy messes, right? But if you're talking about Starfield, right? Starfield was a game which is basically just gonna fail at like preconception because they're trying to use an engine which is fundamentally not built. Like, this goes back to trying to use Frostbite for like an MMO, right? If the engine isn't built for building the tech that you want to do, then actually like using that engine to build something that it's not supposed to be designed for is really hard, right? Like, people give Starfield a lot of shit for not being as expansive or open world as it is, because it's based on cell structure, because that's how Oblivion works, that's how Skyrim works, right? You know, you go out in and out of world cells and stuff like that, you know? But actually transferring that to like an open world like format, probably actually very hard, honestly. And, you know, I'm not surprised that it just went completely kaput and screwed up. But yeah, so I don't necessarily think that them being terrible at coding is 100% true. But I do know that a lot of their games have a lot of bugs. And I definitely think that their design team, and certainly the design leads, especially like the people like Todd Howard, right, who are the people making these decisions, can't fucking make those decisions correctly and really need to understand their tech, and the management do not understand the tech. Right? Like, they just do not. They think they do. They think they have a cool engine that can do anything. That's not how tech works. That really isn't how tech works. As a coder, I can tell you, right? There's certain things that you need to build and are big, but like, you know, you can't just build things out of nothing, right? You got to have the tools, you got to have the tech, you got to have like a lot of stages before that, like, to sort of build stuff up. Plus, their story writing team is writing off of the success of people who've already left. Yes, very much so. Like the story writing team is abjectly terrible. I think it's well documented that they're kind of a bit up themselves. So I don't really think they have anything to be up themselves about, honestly. Their writing in Starfield is... You know what? It makes me sad as a writer, you know, a little bit, that people of this quality get to work on incredible games and they just seem to fail upwards, you know? It makes me real sad. I'd love to pen a real proper video game someday. I kick the shit out of any of those people. You know? I'm being the arrogant streamer today. I'm being the arrogant streamer today. I'm better than everyone. Fuck you. We're supposed to be playing video games, guys. You guys want to play some video games while we discuss this? Alright. I just think I would do a lot better than whoever the fuck wrote Starfield, though. Just because I know I would. I know I've written things that people actually liked. Alright, I'm going to stop that now, because that's actually getting a little bit insufferable. Side question, do morgues have security cameras? Why are you asking this question? What a specific question to ask. Why are you asking that? Why are you asking whether morgues have security cameras? It's sort of a bit sus, my friend. What are you going to be doing in that morgue, huh? Huh? They actually, they actually do, I think. They 100% do have security cams. Probably to stop whatever you're trying to do. Because a friend of mine asked for his VTM character's backstory. Oh, yes, of course. Vampire the Masquerade is 100% a...
I trust this will suffice.
Oh my god, shush.
God smiles upon the generous.
I definitely think the VTM is a valid excuse for asking suspicious questions. I know I've asked plenty of suspicious questions on Google because I've been writing Vampire the Masquerade, you know, like... I'm gonna turn the hell this game down because it's so bloody loud, man. It's so bloody loud. There we go. I can actually hear myself think. If you guys want me to turn up the sound, feel free to just give me a shout, and I will. Otherwise, we'll be carrying on from where we left off, which is apparently here. Oh man, having a couple of weeks break is never good with an RPG. Definitely not conducting satanic rituals. Nah, why would we ever do that? They do indeed have security cameras. Yeah, I reckon they do. Because they would for I'm trying to think of why they would, but like they would. I definitely know they would. So there you go. Right, what the hell are we doing here? That's a cat. Hello, cat.
That's a good kitty.
Yeah! You can pet the cat, guys. Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city.
This cat, you see.
Are we gonna get an entire, like, dialogue about this cat now? Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here.
Bruh.
Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. I got some incense from the cat. The cat has given me drugs, guys.
That's a good
Yeah.
boy.
They had them for insurance reasons. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's catnip? No, I don't think it's catnip. I think it's just hard drugs. Mystical scrolls. What are we checking here? The scroll has the shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic at the top. That's a formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Oh, so like spell scrolls in D&D. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? Why not? Why not? I couldn't tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its contents, but it would take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid idle on before. But if you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll? What the heck?
This?
Congratulations, you've gone from illegal hard drugs from a cat. Yep. I have just received illegal hard drugs from a feline. You know? This game's weird, guys. It's anime, okay? We're allowed to be a little bit strange.
Take a look.
It's more than a simple illustration. You think it bears the resemblance to a seeker archetype? I have no idea. It bears a caption, and mysteriously enough, of all the language therein, this is one part I am able to parse. It says, Unicorn, likely the name of a person. Unmistakably so, though I could not tell you why I feel so certain. That's my name!
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on the top of an enigma. Makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new, I'd like to appreciate it very much if you share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you learn new truths. I will forget to do that. Right. What are we doing? Are we supposed to be like leaving? I gotta figure out what the quest is. Quest. There we go. Save the prince from death's curse. Oh yeah. Our totally good friend's friend was really ill, and now we gotta go kill Napoleon Bonaparte. All right, let's go. I guess. How do we leave? Can we leave through here?
My young friend.
You are
Truly
remarkable as I
first
Oh,
believed.
he's actually narrating it.
Others
Sorry.
fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you.
Okay.
To
Bye.
reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
Dude, I wanna stab things.
After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people.
I
will
gotta
awaken
get
the power of
conscripts.
heroes, and with it,
These big
seize the
DMPC
future of
vibes.
your own making.
Yeah, I reckon he's a big plot device a little bit. That's not a bad thing.
When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us, as long as you walk your path.
This guy likes to talk a lot.
May we meet again.
I get that we like dialogue, but there's a lot of very flowy dialogue, you know? I guess that's just all about the character or something like that, though. There we go.
What? Where are we?
I legitimately can't remember. Aren't we supposed to be in a mine? So we've just, like, had a weird mental episode or
You
something.
two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Yeah, we actually just went full schizo and just had like a weird moment where we just decided to fall asleep standing up or something.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole
We've
time?
been here this whole time. We've just been standing here, really, really awkwardly. I've been watching you constantly. Really hope you would come back to me with my magical well. Guys, I'm important. Guys, I'm important to the plot. You gotta come back here. Guys, pay attention to me. I'm interesting. That's definitely DMPC energy, that is.
My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
Oh yeah, we injected this guy with drugs, didn't we?
What?
We gave him magic
So that wasn't a dream.
things.
Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're important. We're the main character.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
I'm the main character.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems.
It wasn't fate. I did this. This was my doing. Give me credit, old man.
Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still.
All right, back to the plot. Back to stabbing people.
Use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go in and kill things because I don't want a tutorial.
Your strategies.
Alright, auto battling and tactical orders. You can now give instructions to your allies during battle. Yeah, there we go. The game's opening up now. Give me credit, old man, screams Unicorn, aka Fate's plot device. Yeah. During battle, you can also engage R to engage in auto battle. I don't know, auto battle? The whole point of the game is to like, you know, fight in turn-based battles. I don't want to automatically do it.
We've
All right.
5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time.
The only time I want an auto battler in like a turn-based game is in a gacha game where I have to grind, because then it's useful. Because then I can turn that on, and then I can go make a cup of tea or something, and then log out for the rest of the day and not actually play the game. Oh my god! Oh, it's this guy. Guys, I want to stab something. Please let me stab something. You don't see anything? I don't sense anything off. What are you on about? No one really sees him. Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oi, are you lot alright? Oh, is this a shop? Are we just gonna get a shop encounter? I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd been some accident, but looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. It was the military. Blame the military. They're committing war crimes. It wasn't me. I know I have a bloody sword and I just stabbed some people, but it's not me, I swear. It's the military's fault. What business would you have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners! Not the miners, guys!
Hold on.
Wait, how did you get in here? I'm certain the entrance and exit were sealed off by the soldiers. Good point. How are we gonna explain the fact that there's a shop inside this mine? I don't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. You mean Klinger? But we left him splayed out over there.
Huh?
Wait, he's gone?
Damn it.
Huh? Did we just... Huh? Huh? Did we just really have a schizo moment and just the bad guy just got away? Huh? Damn, we must go after him. It'll be bad for us if he turns up with reinforcements. No. Leave him be. He may not have no one else left, I wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Louis as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be. At least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. I think everybody's so naive. We should hunt this man down and murder him. I have no idea what any of this is about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone here would be dead in here. I'm glad you're just overlooking our, slight transition, Mr. Young Peddler. I'm going to be around for a while if you need anything. You'd know who to ask. You're just gonna hang out in an abandoned mine. It's kind of sus, bro. Alright. Protagonist and Galicia can see more in dungeons and towns. Interact with him to take a moment to read your novel and transport to academia. Okay. Traveler's Voices Dungeons. Use start to see what level other players were at and what party formations they used when they cleared the dungeon you are challenging. When selecting information to review, okay, I don't care. I don't care. We're just gonna go, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna have a great time. And if we lose, fuck, I guess. All right, let's go. Oh my god, cutscene again. That was nearly it for me.
Sorry.
Sorry you got dragged into all of this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. I don't know. I think we've only met unhinged maniacs on this strip, so I'm gonna press X to doubt. Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you're the bad guys. You aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait, a worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits, a surefire tactic against your like. I am heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You'd best turn back now. Something nasty in the air lately. The gelatineses jiggling around in there. They're not just like little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Huh? What is it? What is a gelatinose? Like, are we gonna fight this version's this game's version of a gelatinous cube? That'd be pretty dope. Guys, I played D&D plenty of times, and every single time I have fought a gelatinous cube, I have almost been eaten. So this isn't gonna go well, unfortunately. Tried chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much. Fire's our best shot. Okay. Well, we want like a fire spell then. All I'm saying is it's a long way to the end of the mountain. No man could get through unscathed.
Right.
The king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes. Yeah. Not much else we can do, but we can at least make sure we can use some magic. All right. Well, we probably need some supplies. Yeah, that's probably a good shout then, if it's actually going to be vaguely dangerous. Look, just let me buy things, all right? Like, sorry guys, I'm not reading every single dialogue, okay? Like, if I'm gonna end up reading every single dialogue, I'm gonna be here all day, all right? So like, I'm gonna skip a couple of them, unfortunately. I wanna murder some things. I need to murder, all right? What the hell? Bronze machete, bastard sword. Ooh, okay. It looks like these are weapons that we can get, which can maybe upgrade what we've got. But I think it looks like they're the same as what we've got, so that's not really much of a thing we can get. Pilgrim's cloak, okay. Gear, stylish hat. How much like kit do we have? Like, we've got 1,000 coins. And we've got 50 medicinal herbs. We've got 100... Oh no, we don't have... We've got 10 of those. We've got 17 of those. We've got 3 of those. Cures burn. Deals 100 ice damage. We want fire stuff. I think we'll be fine.
Thank you.
I think we'll be fine, honestly. Right. How do we stab things again? Oh god, not that. I gotta remember how we stab things. I think it's X. I think it's X to stab things, and then Y to like squad battle things. What is this? This uncanny feeling in the air.
This place.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of a sick like ooze design, honestly. I like that. Looks like a jellyfish or something like that. Music is a bit too epic for random mine encounters. Yeah, I think we said that about the music last time, is that I think it's a little bit too much a lot of the time. It's a bit too heavily epic music, you know? But, you know, I think it's maybe the style that it's going for. A lot of, like, old Final Fantasy stuff has this kind of, like, music. And I feel like a lot of JRPGs take a lot of inspiration from that. It's a snot monster. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what we're about to fight. We're just about to fight Snot. The magla here feels awfully dense. Was it always like this? It was not. It used to be completely mundane, no different from the others.
That being the case,
Perhaps this is what the miner was talking about. Something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assassinating Louis is our top priority. Yeah, you keep saying that, man. You keep saying, we know. We're gonna go murder a guy, it's fine. For now, we'll have no time to rest while we're through here, so just go, alright? Mind their numbers and watch your health. Okay? Alright. Right, I remember X is definitely the thing to do it with. So let's try that and see how we go. Alright, we're gonna end up in a battle, unfortunately, because they weren't easy enough for us to take down. But the good thing is that we have knocked him out. So what can we do with this guy? Weak fire damage. Ooh, these things are weak to fire, so we should probably use that. Let's go left.
I can't afford to hold back.
Ooh, that just killed him. Okay. If that just killed him, we're just gonna use melee. Oh, melee really didn't work on that. Okay. HP recovery, wind magic damage. Let's try wind. Why not?
Wind. Still up?
No need to rush this.
Okay. We definitely need to use the fire because they're weak to fire.
In the name of justice, are you prepared?
This does physical slash, but that's gonna resist. So it's actually using this guy's archetype is not gonna help us at all. So we might as well just, you know, basic attack with him.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Entire nose of snot monsters. Is that what the plural of snot monster is? An entire nose of snot.
I see. Fine work indeed.
Ooh, so we can now increase an ally's attack. Ooh, that could be handy.
That was the last of them.
Right. Let's go and break some boxes. Grab this, whatever that is.
Take it with you.
There's a snake thing over there.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
So those things are like equal to us. I wonder what these guys are.
Right.
Okay. Apparently not easy to take down. I reckon these guys won't be like resistant to slash. Let's have a little look-see.
I can't
Okay.
afford to hold back.
It's not great, but at least it's not we relying on fire again.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Because we definitely need to save our magic, basically. Oh, he's got like fire. Okay.
If he gets attacked, it'll hurt a lot more.
Finish the job.
I shall fight. I shall vanquish evil.
There we
I'll
go.
cut you
Take that down.
We did it.
There we go.
I've been charged.
You have. Right, these guys are just like one taps basically. So there we go.
A fine job.
That guy
Would be
we don't want to deal with right now. Let's grab this. Oh god.
Let's do this.
Right.
Oh, we got jumped. That's fine.
Trees has been burned. If he gets attacked, it'll hurt a lot more.
Oh, so does his like condition continue? Okay, that's notable. I don't have anything that reduces burn, unfortunately. Oh, wait, I do. Okay. Cures burn for this guy. Okay.
I can't afford to hold. Warrior!
And if we just go full attack on this guy?
I will fight with pride.
Oh, that didn't kill him. Okay, noted. I wonder how these... Okay, these guys will resist wind, apparently. So I can't do that. 3 turns is a lot. Like, I'm trying to be a bit conservative with my resources.
Let me help.
All right,
Full as ever.
why not?
Oh, please.
All right. Basic attack that guy, and then let's do slash on this guy,
They die hard.
Let's stay calm.
and then basic attack again.
Focus.
That didn't help. That really didn't help. There we go. All right.
Let's catch our breath.
There you go. This feels a bit more like a proper game now. I definitely feel like the start was very, very tutorialized, unfortunately. This feels a lot better. All right. There's a big evil thing over there. So, but there is a chest. So let's real quick, like give this guy some health because he's a little bit down on health. How do I use, potions and stuff, like out of combat? There we go. All right. There we go.
Let's go.
Right. Okay.
I can't afford.
Gonna focus down that guy with the basic attacks. Gonna use this on that guy.
I will
Great
fight
job,
with pride. Still here?
Only one
No
left.
need to rush.
Finish them off and we're clear.
There we go.
I think I'm getting used to this. Okay, I'll strive for greater heights.
Oh, I've got to allocate points. Fuck. What do I want points in at the moment? Probably magical attack, right? Like, that makes sense, because we're kind of dealing with magical stuff at the moment.
That'll do it.
There we go. And we get the treasure chest, guys! Ooh, that's good, because that means we can actually restore some of our magic points. That's kind of what I'm worried about a little bit, because we haven't really got much to sort of solve lack of magic points, and we're gonna end up using a lot of magic stuff to kind of deal with these guys.
We got this.
There's a lot of guys over there. I kind of don't want that thing.
This is bad.
Oh gosh.
They're onto us.
Hang on. Let's back up.
As long as we're careful,
Are those
we'll
guys
be fine with me.
blue now? So we might be able to take them out quite easily.
That was brilliant.
We can. Ooh.
As long as we're careful. All right.
How's that?
Ow. There we go. That's not good at all, unfortunately, but I was trying to be a little bit too brave. There we go. All right. How do we do this, guys? How do we do this? I think we're gonna have to use a bit of magic to get us out of this, unfortunately.
Right in the
I shall fight as the. Are you prepared?
always, Grius.
Hack and slash.
There we go.
Thought.
It's okay. We can do this.
And I think what we'll do, we kind of need to do some HP recovery. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried being on half health because we don't have an awful lot of health.
Mage.
Right. Take that guy down.
Grius,
Can't
no
afford to.
one.
We could kill that guy now
Perhaps not.
with a basic attack. And then we could focus down that guy with something else. Yeah, okay. That's what I'll do. I did not kill the guy with the basic attack. Fuck. Fuck. This kind of backfired. Oh no. Okay, that's not good. This backfired badly. Okay.
We're still in a fight here.
Right, there we go.
Finish them off and
I'll
we're
cut you
clear.
down. Tougher than I thought.
That's good that it's actually being vaguely punishing for me being an idiot though. What the heck? Huh? I didn't tell you to do that.
Wake up! We're still in a fight here.
There we go. There we go.
Can't afford
All right. Well, that could have gone better, but to be fair, I was being dumb, so that makes sense. All right. No, I don't want a cutscene right now. I want to just chill. I don't want a cutscene right now. I want to recover my characters. God damn it. Yin and Bean Studios, welcome to the stream, my friend. It is indeed a unicorn. I don't know why Nightbot decided to delete that message there, because that is a perfectly normal message. I had this problem during my debut stream. Nightbot seems to be very, very angry and very like very eager to like delete messages for whatever reason. So I don't really know why it deleted that, because, and I do see your message, it's just normal message, so I don't know, like, what the heck that was about. I do apologize. I looked into, Nightbot being very angry, because it was very angry last stream, right? And I actually did change some stuff so that it's not gonna be as angry as before, but yeah, it very clearly it's not configured correctly still, so I'm gonna have a little look at it. You're a good lot. No worries. I'm just letting you know, right? Like no harm, no foul, and all that sort of stuff. There's definitely no rules for like bans or anything set up. So if it does delete your messages, don't worry that there's gonna be like an auto ban or anything like that. You're all good. I punish Nightbot. I definitely am gonna punish Nightbot again, because Jesus Christ, it's kind of getting a little bit ridiculous now. How you doing, buddy? How's the day been? Been good? Love seeing unicorns. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I too love seeing unicorns. You know, the problem is when I see unicorns, I'm looking in the mirror, and then I'm so captured by my own visage that I just keep staring at myself all day. Would Daybot be better? Daybot is not a stream bot. There are some other stream bot, like moderator stream bots, which I could look into. I might look into just another one if this keeps up, or if I can't properly configure this one to actually being good. But anyway, right. That's not all. I'm sensing Magla, the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing, like back at the fort. Same as the fort, so you don't mean... Fear is a luxury we can't afford right now. Galicia's words are cause for concern, but for now, we must keep moving. Can I recover my guy now? Look closely. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. You don't really need to look closely to see that. We can all see that. We should be able to squeeze through if we go one at a time. Alright, first of all, let's recover some health real quick. There we go. After all of that, there we go. Oh my god, that used all of my medicine. I probably shouldn't have been, you know, too dangerous with that. Twilight bot? Dawn bot? No. We're definitely not using Twilight bot. Fuck that. Cleaning up after a puppy. It's all good. Oh yeah, I can imagine that would be a bit of a messy cleanup there. All right. What the heck was that? Let's go, I guess. There's nothing else back there, right? Is there like a map or something here? Calendar? I don't want a calendar. I want a map. Is it maybe in party? No. Follower? No. Quest? No. Huh. Is there no map? Ah, right bumper is a map. Okay. There's a couple of like things back there. I kind of feel like going back to grab the items or something. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's just a puddle. Okay. There we go.
All right, we did it.
There we go.
Got this.
There we go. Uh-oh. That's a bit more dangerous. Is there anything else here? No.
Lost sight of us. We can relax.
There we go. Another item there?
Full icy rabbit.
Wow, this cave felt way more dangerous just a minute ago, and now it's just all cleaned up. Huh. I guess my big old combat that I almost died in was more effective than I thought it was. Alright, in we go.
Let's mop this up quick.
Alright, what do we get? What do we get?
Not bad.
Miner's boots. Okay. Little item there to put on then, I guess. Let's have a little look to see if we can put that on. Soldier's swords. Oh my god, we actually got like loads of like random things in our inventory. Okay, okay. Miner's boots, +1 agility, +1 endurance. Right, let's... I don't know how to use this, unfortunately. So, equipment, maybe? Ah, right, okay. So if I do that, there we go. Okay, okay, that makes sense. I've not played a JRPG ever, guys. I don't know how basic menus work, all right? I do apologize. Almost evening bot. All right, stop, guys. Stop. No, these are not proper stream bots, all right? They have proper names. Right, there we go. Take that guy out. All right. We should probably worry a bit more about the snakes than these things, but you know.
Great.
There we go.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Unfortunately, she peed in the chair, so the fun cleaning. Yeah, that would be a bit of a rough clean, unfortunately. I've heard plenty of stories about just dogs in general being messy creatures. Like a friend, my manager at work currently, he has like a boxer, which is very, very old. And he always... Shush, darling, I'm telling a story. He always tells me of interesting little adventures that they have where basically it just involves some sort of like bodily fluid. Like pretty much all of them have been mentioned at some point in regards to this dog. It's kind of awful, really. It kind of gets like that when they're a bit older, though, I think, and younger as well. Right. Fire doesn't really help against the serpent things. So I think just killing... Does that mean I'll just kill it in one?
Let's go.
I don't know. Let's try the fire. Okay, okay. It's not a kill in one. It's I will resist you. Okay. There we go. Elderly dogs or puppies are definitely more difficult. Yeah, definitely. I think that's true with everything in general. Like, just everything in general, like, when it gets older or younger, is more difficult to take care of. Which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, it's just how life goes, you know. Let's increase the attack of Stroll. So, hey, maybe he can take things out in one go.
This is true magic.
Alright. Weak ice damage. We don't want ice damage. We definitely just want fire.
I can't afford to hold. Are you prepared?
And hopefully, this will be able to take something out in one. But I don't know. Oh, that was so close. So close. Damn. Cats are too bad, to be honest. I find cats easier to take care of in general because you don't need to like walk them, right? I always feel like cats are much less are much easier maintenance, you know, because they just sort of take care of themselves. But you still need to, like, take care of, like, you know, everything that gets left, I suppose, unfortunately. And especially when they get older as well, they can be a little bit, yeah, a little bit funny.
Let's see.
Right, let's use fire on this. There we go.
What's the play?
Sharp as always,
Let's use the magic just to be safe.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Fuck it, just YOLO, I guess. YOLO worked. YOLO definitely worked.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Alright, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to affiliate, and I think we need like 12 more followers now. So we're actually super close. So thank you very much. It really helps, man. Every single one does. And once we get to affiliate, we can, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of something to do for like when we actually properly get affiliate, or when we really push for affiliate. I'm thinking of doing like a big long, not necessarily like a subathon or something like that, but just a big long stream or something like that, or like a week where I do streams every single day or something like that. Would you guys be interested in something like that, maybe? Like if we do like a plan of things to do, would you guys be interested? Is that, or we could do like another big event stream like we did last week? That would be pretty fun as well. My god, what are these things? I don't know what the hell those things were, but they were silly and bad. Subathon? A subathon is when a streamer basically just like streams constantly. Like they will not go off stream. They will just be consistently streaming. And the gimmick is, if you drop a sub to a streamer, you get to extend how long the actual like stream goes, basically. That's always how you run a subathon. I don't want to do that yet, especially if we're not affiliate, because then we can't do subs. But I'm definitely not up to that yet, honestly. They're also really expensive to run and stuff like that, and I'm not particularly interested in doing this for cash yet. You know, this is my hobby, really, and I want to keep it that way, at least for now. But yeah, it could be something that we do. It could be something we do at some point where we do like, you know, a week of streaming or something like that. And we have like a couple of things that we have planned that we're doing. I think that could be really fun. Do you like a collab stream? Oh, we could do a collab. I am actually in talks with some people about maybe doing some sort of like Minecraft related thing. I don't know what the plan of that is yet. Whether it's just gonna be sort of like a casual thing, but like it's also like a big thing as well. It's like a community thing. Oh my god, the moderator here is very angry. I do apologize. Minecraft, yeah. Why is Minecraft like a banned message? What the hell, Nightbot? Like, what is wrong with you? Reason blacklisted spam. Ooh. I think I might have figured out why Nightbot is angry, guys. Hang on. Let me go into the Nightbot control center and do like a little bit of a tweak real quick. If I go to my dashboard, first off, I think I can untime out Ian, because I think I think that's you know, a little bit uncalled for, Mr. Nightbot. Somewhere I can do it at the very least. Let's have a little look. See, chat moderation, blacklist. Yeah, it is this thing, which is the problem, I think. There we go. If I remove that, then maybe that will improve things. Let's have a little look to see if I can, Lamau, they are angry is apparently the thing which Yin got blacklisted for. That's like, yeah, this is a bit silly. I need to fix this like right now. If I have a little look and see if I can untime out people, that'd be good. Oh, maybe it's on my Twitch dashboard actually. Maybe it's on that. Yins has invoked the wrath of Nightbot. Yeah, the reign of Nightbot is a horrendous tyranny that I need to correct. Like, oh man. Yeah. Maybe there's something I can do to untime out somebody. To untime out someone on Twitch, you need to use the /unban command. Okay, I can maybe try that. The user I'm trying to unban doesn't exist. Yin, you don't exist. I'm sorry. Apparently. Yeah, there we go. Yin, you should be able to talk now. I do apologize. I removed a little command thing on Nightbot, so hopefully you won't be timed out again. I do apologize for that, I'm afraid. It is now I know how to like untime out people though. So there you go. You have successfully helped me learn how to be a streamer. I know it's like the basic things that a streamer should know, but you know, here we are. They've been ejected from their mortal form by how much they were laughing. Yeah, exactly. I was just that good. We're just that funny. Good, I thought it was funny too. That's good. I can genuinely see somebody getting like pissed off about that. I think if you do get pissed off about that, that's a little bit silly. But yeah. I'm glad you thought it was funny. Right. I don't know what we grabbed. We grabbed some iron. There we go. But yeah, no longer hyena, I am ghost now. Yeah. Ghost hyena. Oh gosh. My friend, you were very, very enthusiastic there. But yeah, there was like a Minecraft thing that I was talking to some people about, and that might turn up. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it for a little bit. So that might not be something that happens soon. It might be something that I need to check in with. I don't really know. We could also do it like some other collab thing as well. That could be quite fun to do. Even have one for like during that week of streaming as well. I need to talk to people. I need to make some VTuber friends, unfortunately. And that's kind of, you know, you got to be a little bit careful with making VTuber friends, unfortunately. There's quite a lot of people who are out there just because they're trying to get views and something, and I don't really give a shit about that, you know. I'm just trying to have fun, and I want to partner with some people who are just trying to have fun, you know. What the hell is that? That's a sandworm. Oh god. Okay. Alright, well let's kill the butterflies because the butterflies are weak. They're weak. And we can purge them. Are we actually getting stuff for stabbing that thing? I don't know. There we go. Treasure chest! Woo!
Wow, good find.
I should probably be equipping some of this stuff, honestly. Oh god.
We'll hold our ground.
I almost got jumped. I'll be your friend, but I don't do much lol. Art and occasionally outright with Kato NASA. I mean, you know, I'd be happy to be friends. You know, I'm always happy to find some cool people to hang out with. Either way, you know, it's all cool. Right, I have a giant sandworm to murder. What the fuck do we do with giant sandworm? I reckon it's weak to ice, maybe. Let's try that. It is actually weak to ice. Wow, I guessed right. Okay. We could just try a generic slash. Why not? And then we should probably give him a health buff.
Helpful as ever.
No need to rush this.
How about a guest player playing with you? So what you are suggesting, dear chatter, is a collab. Because a collab is basically short for collaboration. And usually that basically means two creators doing the same stream at once, or doing something together, or even more as well. One long stream playing campaign for North Africa. That would actually take all year. That would actually be subathon worthy. Subathon where we just play campaign for North Africa. That would be pretty. That would go pretty hard. I don't think that's something we should be encouraging.
Now, what's the play?
All right, hit this thing. Hit this thing. Let's go. Ow. Okay, I am gonna like back up here so that this guy's a bit more on the defense, and I want these two guys properly like attacking. I think we're gonna use this to support instead. I think that's how we're ending up like building our player character. So there we go. And then this should do way more damage. There we go.
Can't afford to. I shall vanquish evil.
We definitely need to think about putting up some magic on people as well. What do we want to do here? We've got one move. Wind magic. Maybe wind will do some more damage. I don't know. It does not. Okay. Ow! That was a lot of damage. Alright, let's try again. Yeah! There we go.
That settles that. I think we're in the clear.
Alright.
If you see use for it, I'll take it with you.
Right, I think we need to just have a little, little powwow real quick, and let's have a little look-see at some of these items we can use. It is item thing, right? I'm not hallucinating that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That will get us in good spirits, and then let's start restoring some of this magic stuff, because that is actually sapping a lot of our resources. I'm a little bit worried about like not having enough to finish the dungeon, honestly. I'm sure we'll get there, but you know, it is a little bit worrying. The next thing we want to do really is start equipping some of this random crap that we found. So I think equipment, maybe? Did we get some? Yeah, we've got like a captain's uniform, a mining uniform. Okay. So this will be, yeah, if we got the mining uniform on this guy, miner's boots, that's more defense. Iron gauntlets, +2 strength. We definitely want that on this guy because we want to build for strength. This is, we don't want to do that. Grius, got captain's uniform. Okay, that is on that guy, so I guess we can't equip that. That's fine. Bit more defense. Agility and endurance will probably be better on this guy. Oh, that's equipped already? So I guess that's the best that we've got. Okay, fair enough. Accessories. Okay, nothing there. All right, let's continue. Oh, I think that is the wrong way. I have just gone. We have just definitely gone the wrong way. Okay, perfect. It's all right. I just wanted to see that cool little flashy cutscene. There you go. Oh, did we leave one? Okay. On we go. There we go. Alright. Where... So, they got a lot of these little, little nooks that we can crawl through, it seems. I wonder if that's like a way of breaking up the level or something. Or if we're gonna see a lot more of that, maybe. Oh god, hello.
Our usual tactics.
Alright.
Let's do this.
That is a lot of them. That is a lot of things. I wasn't expecting to fight a snake and then suddenly there's like loads of butterflies everywhere. Right. Let's take this one step at a time. Let's deal with the jelly thing because, you know, I don't like looking at it, honestly. We could actually do a guard at some point. We haven't really done that, honestly. I don't really know what these bird things are gonna do.
Wind should solve this. Let's
Okay, that's wait. Okay, that's weak to wind. Okay, if that's the case, we want to be targeting the serpent thing.
Not done
It's
yet.
okay. We can do this. Vitus power.
Let's see how much damage this does.
3 left.
Oh, it just kills them. Okay, that solves the problem quite easily then.
I can't afford to hold back.
Gelatino's guardian of this part of the cave. I think I don't know what they're guarding, but they're just there, you know. They're just awful snot monsters, honestly, and I don't like looking at them. I really don't.
Vanquish evil.
Right,
Cut you down.
let's massively overkill this guy. And then... Yeah, there we go. Perfect battle, guys. We're improving. We're getting better. By a lot.
Late move.
Alright. Now that we've dealt with that, let's have a little think. Right. Go over here so I can pick this up, whatever this is. Oh god. No, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Ah, I nicked your shit. Screw you. That's a wall. Uh-oh. 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 Quick, use the little hole. There we go. I can go back round the other way. Screw you, dog. Oh, actually, I don't think I can go back the other way. There we go. We're being a little munchkin, guys. Screw you. Ha ha ha. Right, let me get through here. I want to pick up that. Oh gosh, hello.
Long as we're careful.
They're having a
I think
conversation.
We'll be fine with these.
Quick, go, 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 go.
We've been
You're not allowed to attack me. I'm picking up a chest. Right. Now we have to fight them, unfortunately. All right. I hope I don't have to fight 2 waves. That'll be a bit rough. All right. Let's take this one step at a time.
I shall fight
I
as the
totally
noble I
used the wrong attack. I'm an idiot.
Moment of truth.
Well, we killed one at the very least. Let's use wind on this guy.
Just 2 left.
they're down.
Blades ready,
I knew
lads.
you had this.
I don't think we've used ice on... Oh, they are actually weak to ice. Oh,
Stay focused.
That was great, Grius.
okay. I should probably pay more attention to the analysis stuff. I think definitely the analysis stuff is very useful. I should be paying a lot more attention to that.
Only
The
one
freedom.
left. Finish them off.
There we go.
That's how I've survived.
There we go.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
You see, this stuff is much better. Like, I remember when we played this before, and it was just very tutorialized. This feels like they finally let the reins off, right? And I don't mind a long tutorial, because if there's a lot of stuff to the game, then like you kind of need to hold the player's hand a little bit. But it felt a little bit over the top with tutorialization, you know? You can do tutorials in a lot more elegant way than they've been doing, because it's been very heavy-handed with tutorials, you know? I still think one of the best tutorials ever is actually Portal 2. Portal 2 is incredible at tutorializing its gameplay, and I don't think that developers really put as much thought behind them nowadays, honestly. They just seem to slap lots of text and lots of videos and stuff like that to sort of show you what's supposed to be happening. And I feel like we've kind of lost a little bit of the art of the tutorial, honestly. I really do. It's especially prevalent in a lot of these kind of like JRPG games, honestly. I feel like they really struggle with actually creating good tutorials a lot of the time. Okay, apparently we need to go this way, which means there's a thing in the way. That's fine. I want it to see me so I can run around here and then crawl through here. There we go.
Hey!
Ooh. What is that? Hey, see that room over there? The magma feels less dense compared to the rest of the place. Ooh, is it like a safe room? I don't feel anything. Well, that's because you don't have eyes, because there's clearly something about that door. There's a whole particle effect and everything. I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the magma hollows out just for that room. Okay. Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magma. It's safe to assume Gallia is no exception. Maybe we can get some rest in there? Why don't we head inside? Okay, it is basically just going to be a safe room.
Hey.
This does seem like an ideal place to rest. Are you sure about that, hun? It looks like a very dark, damp cave with cave moss, and a lot of this furniture's been rotted. I don't think this is an ideal place, but it is potentially a place to maybe, you know, have a picnic or something. This does seem like an ideal place. I'm just wondering why the magma's thinner in here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. Well, at least they didn't bore us with an explainer. There is varying intensity to the magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room, a magma hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work in here as well. It's the best place to get a mold infection, yeah. I'll tell you that much. Actually, no, the best place to get a mold infection is average rental property in the UK. A magma hollow seems a good term as any, and all the better if Galicia can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magma when the area around it is flooded with the stuff.
All right.
The beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. Alright, dungeons, you get magma hollows. They let you long rest, basically. Easy to think about. Like, I know D&D, alright? I know how to, like, what a long rest is. What should I do? Well, I mean, I don't really need to do much. I can make a record. What does making a record do? That saves the game. Excellent. I knew what that was going to be, darling. I definitely knew. Right. Let's go. Right. Let's grab this random thing. Suddenly there is a... It's this guy again. Is it the same guy? Is it the same shop man? Alright, come on. Give me some stuff. Let me buy some crap. Ice chunk. Cures burn. I kind of want some more of these, honestly, because they came up one time. Get some medicine herbs, maybe? I don't know. What else have we got? I could buy the new weapons, I guess, because apparently they're better than what we've got. So let's do that.
No harm in it.
Bastard sword? I can't afford that, unfortunately. Let's have a little look-see. Anything else? Leg guards. Let's buy some more medicine real quick, and then we can head on. And I think we can just sell some crap as well. Yeah, we have some crap to sell. Okay, okay.
Now then. Now then.
I would want a button here to just sell all the junk, because I don't really know why you've given me a whole interface for this. I know, I'm picky. I'm very picky with games like this, unfortunately. So there we go. Let's get the bastard sword as well, because Stroll seems to be a bit of a DPS character. Ooh. I know, you're very, very happy with that, aren't you? That was definitely he was very happy. Get the leg guards would be good for our mage friend. Right. There we go. After that, let's just buy some more medicine. There we go. Yeah. All right. Onward bound we go. This doesn't look like a horrible, horrible door. That is definitely not going to be a boss fight, Dark Souls style. This is the place where you get the mold infection. It's just seeping through the back of the door. All right.
Wait a second.
Something feels really wrong. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Fairy? It might be what I'm sensing. Unfortunately, we got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. I'm going to open it. Are you ready? Yeah. Let's go. It'll cost you 1k a month. Yeah, exactly. 1k a month to get mold poisoning. Oh my god, what on earth is that? I can sense the glow of a strange crystal, an even stranger monster in front of it.
What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. Except in video games. This is gonna be some sort of weird boss fight.
It's a crystal. Of raw magma. This feels wrong somehow.
Yeah, you don't say. That's a guy's face, which is just shoved into it.
Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand. And anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
Driven mad! They're turned into a human.
That's all just superstition though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
I'd say.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
Yeah?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
That facial expression. Grr! Grr! Get away from my crystal! Get away!
Here it comes.
Alright. Wow. Incredible battle cry right there. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how the fuck to fight this then, I guess. What are you thinking, chat? Fire or ice? I'm gonna go for ice.
Crystallize.
Got them right in their
I actually managed to get that right. Okay, so it is weak to ice. All right, let's have a little look-see. Weak to ice.
Call upon royal power within.
Let's see if it's weak to slash. It is not weak to slash, unfortunately. Let's go back in the formation now. And what we want to do is we want to increase the attack of Grius, because he's gonna be doing most of the DPS.
can't afford to hold
Alright.
back.
What can we do next here? Kind of feels like we should be able to use something here, maybe.
I'll save this.
Because using the slash, just, like, it can do a lot of damage, but it's not the most effective thing to be doing. I wonder if I could do a guard, actually.
Guarding seems the wise move.
Wonder what that does. Oh, wow. Okay, the front row is being targeted, so we don't want to be in the front row, basically. Okay, I think I see the gimmick of this fight now.
Forth, Royal Soul.
Let's also increase the attack of Stroll.
I owe you.
No need to rush this.
We'll step back,
I won't hold
and then we'll do ice attack from here.
Got them right in their
In the
weak
name of moving to the rear.
Gonna go back.
Prepare. Let's stay calm.
And let's just do a basic. So we're all in the back row, so it missed us all, I guess, maybe?
to the front.
Right, and now we charge! Now we charge!
Got them right
Yeah, there we go. I know how to do a basic bitch boss fight. Yeah. Go on, is this all you got? Is this all you got?
Scour.
Huh? Okay, it can
Ain't
resist
ready,
wind.
lads.
Okay.
I won't hold back.
I shall fight as warrior. Hack and slash. Not done yet.
This is easy. This is easy. Ah. Okay, that's slightly less easy, but you know. Right. If his attack turned to normal, I want to raise his attack again.
I owe you. This mage! Freeze!
There we go.
Got them right in their weak
I can't afford to. Warrior.
Sharp as always, Chris.
They die hard. It's okay. I'll get some.
I definitely want this guy to go back, and we'll do a HP
We can
recovery.
do this.
That helped.
Dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
All right.
Let's go. Crystallize!
There we go. Same again.
Got them right in their weak
I shall
spot.
fight. I shall vanquish
Sharp
evil.
as always, Brian.
There we go.
I will fight with pride.
And we'll want to use the HP recovery. Probably on Seeker, actually.
No, I won't hold back.
There we go. Well, that was easy. I feel like there was one mechanic that happened there, and we then passed the mechanic check. So there you go.
Not bad.
All right. Sorry, guys, just taking care of that real quick.
I feel strong.
All right. Oh, we got our stats increased as well, so I'm going to increase magic again.
I admit, it feels good to get
And Stroll actually got a level up as well. Okay. But it looks like they level up automatically, interestingly. That's kind of cool.
Crystal.
I reckon it's a living human thing, and we're gonna have to put it down, and it's gonna be really dark and edgy. What do you think, guys?
By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
We're gonna put it down out of its misery. There you go.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
So, was that actually a thing? Is that gonna actually be a thing, or was that just weird for no reason? Like, I feel like this is supposed to be something, and there's no, like, follow-up, you know? Crystal. Well, it's not a crystal anymore. It's dead, because we stabbed it. Probably gonna be a big plot point 4 hours in. Yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be the central point of the spin-off or something like that. that you're just gonna like they're just gonna pull something out of their ass or something like that later?
They all seem pretty weak.
Come on!
There we go. Right. Onwards.
Really?
Hey, do you see that? I don't, because I'm in a cutscene. Oh, that is a big boy. Oh shit, guys, that's a dragon. Not something I'd hope to stumble upon. It is a dragon. Oh god. You mean those creatures from Legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into that thing's roost. They dug too greedily and too deep.
Look,
Mine taps has made a magnificent vein of resources. Only something terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation.
but
Luck is on our side that we've caught it slumbering like this. We can slip past it and continue forward. Is this going to be like the mandatory stealth section? Almost a shame it has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magla too. Dragons are ancient, and strong magla follows in their wake. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight. If we try to take it, don't make this decision lightly.
got it.
Yeah, I'm not fighting a fucking dragon. Screw that. They're talking like this is a big old thing. I'm not risking it. Fuck that. There are monsters around here too. If they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through.
Let's go.
Great.
Don't panic.
This is the stealth bit. Okay. We actually are kind of stealthed, and like the whole camera angle is locked too, which is a little bit annoying, but hey.
Got it?
All right, here we go. Sneaking through, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I grabbed a thing. I don't know what I grabbed, but I grabbed it. All right. Looks like Dumb and Dumber are gonna go sneak around there. So let's sneak our way around this way. There we go. Easy. Easy. Easiest game of my life. Bard strategy the dragon. No. We're not Bard strategizing the dragon, guys. But I know I'm a magical unicorn, and, you know, dragons are also magical, mythical creatures, but it don't work like that, alright? Somehow we made it through. But yeah, we just sort of walked through. It wasn't hard. I was expecting the worst, but thankfully we lived to see another day. We got lucky this time. Had that thing awoken, we might be in a very different situation. If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd have to have a gauntlet runner. A gauntlet runner would certainly make a return to our Grand Trad much easier. May as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves.
Piano?
Yes, nice, but can we move on? We're still done for that if the dragon wakes up. What the hell is a gauntlet runner? I feel like there's a plot thing there or something like that. Hey Vale, do you happen to be a bard? Vale with the bard strategy. I don't know. Vale, are you a bard? Are you advocating the bard strategy because you are a bard? I'm an incubus, so bard strategy is guaranteed not to work on me. Alright. Onwards we go. Awkward cutscene while we walk away.
Look.
Oh, this is a shot that reminds me of, like, Lord of the Rings. It looks like the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
Oh, right!
We can finally get out of here. Yep, we're gonna get out of here. Along this rickety wooden bridge, which is quite easily breakable.
What?
Oh no, is the bridge going to get broken because it's wooden and easily breakable? Oh, is it gonna get broken by the dragon? And we're gonna have to fight the dragon again? Yeah, the dragon's woken up. Okay, there we go. Time for the Balrog. Well, I guess we just walked past the Balrog basically, and now we're having to run away. Oh, good God! It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run! Ah! Run! Oh no, we've got explosions and everything. Wow. I think this is where the budget went, guys. Oh God. Guys, if you are bored, this is Subway Surfers gameplay. If just in case you didn't want to play a turn-based RPG and you actually needed Subway Surfers gameplay, there you go. There was some Subway Surfers gameplay right there. We actually made it out, and in one piece.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Did you, like, age as a fairy? Are fairies, like, immortal or something?
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
All right.
Carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely.
Makes sense.
Another
Makes
carriage
sense.
ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Yeah, because didn't we get, like, robbed in both of them?
Let's just
It's
get
not
our
been a
camp
good,
set.
it's not been a good track record for them. All right, let's go set up camp.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
Yeah, I definitely think the game's a lot better when it actually just lets you sort of experiment and play with the sandbox. Really, I definitely feel like the first section was very much the tutorial section, and now that things have opened up again, like it's gotten a lot better. That's for sure. Camping wholesome, yeah. They seem to do quite a bit of just camping out in the woods, honestly. It seems to be a thing that they do.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this.
Because I was a noble and I was at school.
Countryside
Like a
and village like us
nerd.
had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despise them for it.
Yeah, but you had money because you're nobility, right? Huh?
Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time.
Damn humans.
I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter.
Didn't we cover this just now? Like, I swear in game we covered this very briefly
They would
recently.
never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
And then I didn't realize what I had before. Okay.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble.
You mean nobles are meant to do more than just taxation?
But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army... Well, Luis. What if he's the one...
Okay,
who
so you're gonna
abandoned us?
blame the
If we were
Napoleon
just
Bonaparte
pawns
character
in
for
his
doing all of
game,
this. I get it. This is character development, guys. This is the reason why he's gonna wanna go and murder Napoleon Bonaparte with us.
Then I will make him pay.
There we go.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, We used it to identify the messenger from our faction,
Okay.
but it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father.
Okay, okay. So it's the sword of the prince or something
To
like
better
that.
suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal.
Raw
Of
magla.
course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about.
Oh, sword,
Royal rascal, that one.
sword skateboarding. That's so cool. I love that. I love that idea.
Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
It all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Wait, hang on. Wrong anime. Sorry.
The prince was attacked, right?
Is Avatar: The Last Airbender technically classed as as an anime, or is it just an animation, or like a cartoon? I could never remember. Great freaking show, by the way. But is it like, I know it's done in that like anime style, but like, is it classed as an anime or is it cartoon? I can never remember.
There was a plot in his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner.
People keep saying that, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is just a cartoon. Okay. So it's just a cartoon done in the anime style. I kind of want to know what the official definition of like an anime now is, right? Because I know the like stuff like Naruto and everything are sort of cartoons as well, but they're very much anime as well, right? Because they were shown on like Cartoon Network or whatever, right? I don't know. I would love to know like what the official definition is.
Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way!
Ooh, we're gonna get a little cutscene. I like these like animation cutscene things that they do because it really shows like a different style, honestly.
Let these blackguards into the palace!
Ooh. Ooh. Is this the new character which we're gonna see?
Are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave!
A wench. A wench.
You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you!
Look out, the wench is coming. Oh, well, he died. Rip.
Don't falter, give chase!
I'm pretty sure we've seen her before.
They dare harm him!
I'm pretty sure she was in the wagon with us, actually. Which is a bit of a random detail to actually have her at the start, honestly. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, he cast a teleport.
I failed him. Again.
Yeah, wench. What were you doing, wench? Alright, I'll start with the wench thing. It's not funny. He cast coward. He cast I don't want to be here anymore, and I decide to leave.
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex.
You know what? You know what? This whole plot, this whole thing could have been made so much like irrelevant if you hadn't had a mage, and instead they'd casted knife. Imagine if they hadn't casted like weird complex curse. Imagine if they just casted power word kill, right? Like, then you won't have a prince or anything like that, and there's no plot. Oh,
Of all the mages
just
in the
cast
capital,
kill.
Not one.
Cast Fist instead.
It grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way to dispel the curse. Its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides.
And shorter.
Never mistake him.
He's not gonna beat the Napoleon, he's not gonna beat the Napoleon allegations, is he?
And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with.
Yeah, because we can't have a military government. That would be bad.
To kill Luis is to see justice served.
Yeah, justice.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans.
Yeah, he's just trying to get ultimate power by stepping over everyone. Exactly what a player character would do. Huh.
You haven't told that story to many, have you?
He's playing the villain path. We're playing the hero path. There you go.
Trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And we will know that soon enough.
Because they're dwarves, apparently. I don't know. Feels like dwarf thing to do. It's going in the book of grudges, that one.
Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'm just sort of here to kill things, really, and I have amnesia. All right. I don't really remember an awful lot of what's going on, and I have even less of an idea. But yeah, sure. Let's go kill Napoleon Bonaparte. That seems like a fun thing to do.
Yes. Of course it does.
That's not what I said.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together.
Yeah, let's go.
Once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all.
Have we not been eating this whole time? Like, I think having that discussion, we could have been eating. I kind of want some food now. I'm exhausted, Harry. I'm exhausted. All right, let's go sleep then, I guess. Yeah. There we go. All right, we're gonna have some weird, exposition time again now. Hey, buddy.
Well, then it's just as I thought.
It's the DMPC again, guys.
You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid.
Yeah, I know how to push some buttons.
As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old.
Are you saying peasants aren't useful friends? I'm sorry, that's discrimination based on class, I'm afraid.
More burdens than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights.
The more comrades and supporters you have, the stronger your rebel faction will become, and therefore we can take control of the kingdom. I know what you're doing, more, and I like it. Peasants aren't useful. Flashback to Frostpunk 2. This is what we're doing, guys. We are once more creating the kingdom of Unicornia in a video game. Is this just gonna be the thing I do? Is this just gonna be the thing I keep doing every stream? It's just like, let's create dictatorship.
One day,
I've got one joke and I'll do it damn well.
seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do. That is my ideal world.
Yeah, it sounds like he's talking a lot about revolution.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
Yeah, like official, supporters, so that we can, launch a riot and protest.
I mentioned before, did I not? There
Nothing
is
wrong
no
with a
hero
unicorn
without
dystopian
allies.
dictatorship,
Only a
right?
single voice
Yes,
in
exactly. You are correct, Chatter. You are correct. There is nothing wrong with my dystopian dictatorship. Nothing whatsoever. Anyone who questions me gets a ban. Oh, brilliant. Right. I mentioned before that no hero abilities without allies, only a single voice in opposition. So you get more people to follow you, then your hero abilities increase.
In other
Gotcha.
words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious.
Guys, there are weaknesses and strengths to elemental attacks, and you need to be using them. I remember when I played, I think it was a really old... Yeah, I remember when I played a really old RTS called Army Men RTS, right? And it went through the tutorial introducing the various types of units and what they are good against, what they counter and what they're bad against, and how to counter them. And then at the end, it just said, most players just sort of throw all of these units at the enemy anyway, so, just try and remember what we've taught you, and if that doesn't work, then just yeet everything at the enemy and hope, and I guess that will work. It was such a defeatist freaking tutorial. It was hilarious. Because this is the thing, right, is that they're kind of true, because I don't think the average player of an RTS, especially back then, really thinks about, a lot of the counter strategies. I think a lot of gamers who are really into RTS do, but I think the casual RTS market really doesn't think about that. They just think, unga bunga, throw units at enemy, win, and that's fine. I think that's a very valid way to play, especially RTS games, because RTS games are complicated. And, you're just playing for fun, so who cares, right? But yeah, I think it's definitely a thing that happens a bit more than you think.
When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think.
Use my brain!
Observation is often our greatest inspiration.
I don't want to use my brain! I don't have a brain, I'm a streamer!
I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again.
Alright, bye, buddy.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Alright, let's go. Let's go stab Napoleon. Alright then, let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad. Alright.
This place here.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital. We can wait no longer. Oh man, he looks angry.
Great. Let's move out.
Alright, off we go.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital.
Okay, there we go.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Uh-oh. We're getting closer and closer.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Alright, I am gonna call a break here, guys, real quick. So make sure to hydrate before you dehydrate. Get a nice snack if you don't have a snack. We will be back in a few minutes, alright? Alright, guys. Oh, God. Oh. I actually just swallowed, and then all of a sudden I was back on live. That was not good. Oh, you guys excited for Marathon? Anybody excited for Marathon? It's the new extraction shooter by Bungie. Yeah, Bungie of Destiny fame. Yeah, because they're not the same studio that made Halo, so I can't really say it's not Bungie of Halo fame. Unfortunately, it is very much the modern Bungie, because a lot of the devs who made Halo have kind of left. Unfortunately, first time I'm actually hearing about it. Are you excited for it? Are you excited for a new extraction shooter by the makers of Destiny? Yeah. Are you excited? You know what I'm excited for? PAX Augusta release. That is exactly the reaction which everybody has taken with Marathon, I think. Everybody's just gone, yeah, but you know what else I'm excited for? Like, nobody cares. That's the joke there. Like, you want to know why you shouldn't be excited for Marathon? I guess. It's made by ex-Concord devs. Just saying. There was a big crash out on Reddit or whatever by one of the devs of Marathon who made Concord. Why shouldn't I be excited for? Oh, yep, there you go. Everybody is now just like, fuck. No, I don't even give a shit. Your comment looks nice and pullable. All right, calm down, Cheddar. Calm down. I will time you out if you are not careful. Calm down. Yeah. I think the interesting thing, right, is people were very, like, ambivalent to it before this crash out happened. And now everybody's like, oh yeah, we know what happened with Concord, so fuck that. Basically. Unfortunately. I think they're gonna actually have a real hard time. Irregardless of, like, the Concord connection, I think even if it was, like, say, a good extraction shooter, I think it would not actually be all that great. Because I think you've already got quite a lot of that kind of extraction shooter stuff going on. It doesn't look all that great. And in general, I just think that there's not enough like incentive or pull from the market, honestly. I think so. I think it's going to be a massive flop. There's just no buzz behind it. There's a lot of people who are like, I'll check it out. And there's a lot of people who are like, hell nah. And I'm probably in that camp. But, you know, there's nobody who's actually, like, hyped for it. Or, like, excited for it. Or it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be this amazing thing, you know? And that's really telling. Because even nowadays, when you have, like, kind of bad games or, like, average games, you usually have people who are, like, really hyped about it irregardless, you know? There's always a little bit of a crowd around it. And there just isn't for Marathon. So I kind of feel like it's just going to die a quick death. PAX Augusta sounds really cool, though. I love a good city builder, so I might go check that out myself, honestly. Remember back when the market got flooded with zombie games? Yeah, exactly. It feels the same with extraction shooters. Yeah, 100%. Like, zombie games back in the day were just, there were so many, and they were coming out basically every month, every week. And there was a new one that everyone was playing, and it was like, well, after this point, I don't want another zombie game. I just don't care. I just don't care. It's got I got to the point, right, where I basically turned around and said, it's got zombies in it, therefore I'm not playing it. Because it's just another zombie game. Irregardless of, like, how innovative that is. You know, you just don't care at that point, you know? You really just don't. Alright, here we go. Hey, Joe, you want to play a zombie game? Yeah, exactly. I don't want to play a zombie game, that's for sure. I think the only big zombie game I played was 7 Days to Die. And 7 Days to Die was a very weird development cycle. Small game, and for some reason they kept remaking it over and over again, and I don't think they actually improved the game at all. I think they literally just spent 8 years, however long it took them to make that game, just basically doing nothing. honestly. Like, it's the same fucking game that they made with, like, stores and NPCs, and everything got rebalanced and everything got retweaked. Like, it doesn't feel different to play, you know? I mean, it is different, but, like, you know, I just feel like they did a load of changes, and I just look at it and go, why? What did you change? Why did you change it? You know, like, I just ask those questions, and nobody, no, like, they can't, I don't think they'd be able to, I think they'd be able to tell you why, but it wouldn't be a good, like, excuse or something, you know? Or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit salty because I don't think Seven Days to Die was a good game, maybe. Maybe that's just it. All right.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
Why would Louis Zealots hit like a carriage? If he's trying to take the control of the kingdom, he would want the stability of the kingdom. It's kind of weird.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Yeah, we're gonna stab people. We're gonna murder them.
Sitting there in the cart, never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
Yeah, that's true. How are you holding up, buddy?
You okay? Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name of the Roussant fellow we talked down.
The last couple days have certainly...
He was called Roussant too, and he was in the script. You should have read the script.
Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
I didn't know anything about the world before. I have amnesia. I keep telling you guys, right? I'm gonna beat this joke to death. I think I already have, actually. I think I beat that joke to death on the first stream.
Well,
maybe I should stop making it.
Live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
Ah, yes, the I am a medieval peasant trope. Imagine, guys, being a medieval peasant. There's going to be some people in the chat that get that joke. And some people who don't. I'm going to actually have to post those memes to my new Clips and Skits channel, honestly. Because they're actually pretty good. I think that'll be a little bit of good content for that.
Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Stay sharp, Mr. Sam Fisher. Damn, I want another Splinter Cell game now, and then I just remembered that Ubisoft has just exploded. Oh?
Milady.
That's a very square frickin' jacket you've got on there, my lady.
Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind.
I still think their capes look like a QR code.
The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
Yeah, this definitely feels like there's gonna be a power grab, that's for sure.
After
All right.
tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned, after which I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party.
She definitely has a very
Not
square
many
jacket.
even remember we were searching in the first place.
Very weird little
royal
dress there.
funeral draws ever closer. One day remains.
I get it. We're almost there, all right? You don't need to keep reminding me.
Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral.
All right,
As
guys.
they gaze upon the city,
We got a
flags of
plan
red
for this
buckle
assassination.
the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
Are we just gonna walk up to the dude and just stab him? Like, what's the plan? Like, I don't want to get arrested. I'm too young to get arrested. I can't cope in prison. I'm too pretty. All right.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Oh no, not rain.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
You'd own the prison, Queen? I don't know. I don't know.
We'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a
Yeah,
hostelry
let's
up
not
to
do
the back
that.
Of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn.
The Hushed Honeybee Inn. Well, that just sounds like a very... Yeah, that just sounds like a really shady pub. Like, I don't think that's a good thing to be draw attention to ourselves, to go to the shady pub. Just go to a normal pub, you know? That would be not drawing attention to ourselves. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. Alright, Grace went ahead. Let's hurry after him. Alright, let's do that. Incredible gameplay. Alright. Let's go commit a murder, I guess.
Look,
I still want to know what the plan is, honestly. Like, we haven't really discussed how we're going to do this. Sunnyside Row seems like a fine place to disappear from prying eyes. But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? Is it going to be one of those places where you don't want to be asking about it? Gotta talk to this guy, Tired Man. Tired Man is definitely gonna know where the inn is. Only bad sorts of folk in there, you know. Go at your own risk, I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? No, I don't. Go down there, and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of the way. Okay. So, like, this way, I guess? Down some stairs, he said?
The crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
What is it?
Here?
Watch out for pickpockets.
Okay.
You can bet they'll all this place.
There we go. We found it. Finally a place to get a proper rest. Something's good's cooking. I can smell it. Alright. Alright.
You're back.
Oh, suddenly we've got... Oh, hello. Hello, darling.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
Darling, please introduce me with full honors.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home.
Very, very nice to meet you as well, hun.
Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hi, brat.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Oh, wait, she actually has some, like wings. That's kind of cool, actually. We got, like an angel child or something.
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
This doesn't really seem like the grim bad guy pub which it was advertised. This feels like a different kind of pub. This feels like
You're back
family
sooner than I
pub,
thought.
almost.
Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be the honeybee without her. Now. as for
She's
the
now
rest
part
you,
of the furniture, the
look at
small
braving the
child.
frontiers with this
We're gonna get the
energy.
small child to hang around with the criminals. Great place to hang out with, raise a child, you know, just the really shady inn that people talk down about. Oh,
Once
no.
we're done, we'll head upstairs.
Okay.
It's so good.
I've hired this child to stare at you while you eat and smile at you. Oh man, that's so awkward. I love how Galicia's just using a like a random mug as a stool as well. That's kind of cute.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
Spicy tomato from the looks of things. They were just raw
That was
tomatoes.
delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Okay.
Grass roasted beedo. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities.
You know what this dialogue kind of reminds me of, right? There's an episode of I can't, oh gosh, Dungeon Craft. Really good YouTuber, by the way. Does a lot of good tabletop RPG like news stuff, and also he does like crafting and stuff as well. But occasionally he does like a DM advice video. And one of the advices that he says is, and I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, by the way, but one of the advice videos that he gives is about cutting the shoe leather, right? And when his point is, when you are writing a tabletop RPG, when the players go to like a tavern and they get a quest, instead of narrating the quest and then narrating the journey to the cave where the quest will take place, and then narrating about the cave, you cut the shoe leather and you basically narrate the inn, getting the quest, and then you cut out the bit where you actually walk to the cave, because there's no point in actually narrating it, because it's just not a scene that the players necessarily like want to play, because there's nothing interesting that happens basically. And I do agree a lot with that kind of sentiment with, you just need to sometimes cut the shoe leather and just get on with whatever you're supposed to be doing and not worry about a lot of this filler stuff. I feel like a lot of the dialogue in this has very much been that shoe leather that could be cut. Like, why do we need to have a scene where we eat? Why do we need to talk about roasted bird meat? Like, can we just get on with it, And I feel like this game it is definitely against that kind of school of thought. It's trying to add a lot of filler stuff, and I don't think it needs to. I think it makes it weaker, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with this. What do you guys think? Because I just don't feel it adds a lot to the characters. I don't think it adds anything to the plot. I just think it's dialogue, and it doesn't do anything. We're talking about spicy food, when the reality is, right, we're on a mission to go and assassinate a guy because he's, a threat to the kingdom. He's a threat to the prince. Where's the like momentum? Where's the like constant like where's the pacing, And I find a lot of these games have this kind of issue where they just sort of, suddenly we're doing this, or suddenly we're off on some random other conversation, and suddenly all the pacing's lost and I can't remember what was said before, I think it's a different way of structuring a narrative. I'd really like to know, like, from people who think this is like really, really good writing and stuff like that, like, why do you think that's really good writing? Because I definitely think, like, again, these people are really good at their craft, so I'd love to know why they're doing it and what is interesting about that, honestly. Because I think that would be really interesting for my own, like, knowledge of how these kinds of things are put together, honestly. All right. Red grass roasted beedo bird meat.
She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
Yeah, we're the only people in the resistance.
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways. but it seems none could avail themselves to us.
Maybe we are the only one instead, then.
Which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Yeah, just a well-placed sniper round, you know?
Grius, do you have a plan?
Alright, now we get to know the plan.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
That is insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening.
Okay, so you're gonna sacrifice yourself for the cause, buddy. Alright.
And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, alright? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things.
Ooh. Ooh, we're gonna need to use the steel sword for this one.
This is all I need.
This is a knife. Nah.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you're just getting in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one.
Yeah, kitchen knives are dangerous. Just ask the British government.
It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
I don't know. I think this is a stupid idea. Can we think of a different idea? Maybe we can Guy Fawkes him or something.
I really don't know about this.
Stop fussing. Leave it to me. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
I'm not a childcare business, honestly. Actually, maybe I am. I have amnesia.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
What are you preparing for? Apparently you're just gonna walk up and stab the man. That's not much to prepare for.
And there's
Pun?
the fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves.
Alright.
But I'd feel
What do you mean by that?
all alone. Shall we go check in on her? At least?
What do you mean by that, Kalisha? The fairy is pent up, guys.
Look at that.
Alright, let's go talk to the child then, I guess. Where are you, child? I require your, attention. Because it doesn't look like it's a guest room. Okay, apparently it's not this way. Oh my gosh. Getting very close to the thing. There she is. Hello. I'm supposed to talk to you.
Did you need something?
Let's play a game. Do I want to click this? I don't think you should. Guys, never just walk up to a child and say, let's play a game, okay? Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
I was thinking we could play a game.
Play a game? But it's already nighttime.
Okay, now I'm weird.
Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Okay,
Well,
okay,
I've never seen
okay.
them before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Do you know how to read?
Do you know how to read?
Just a little.
Okay.
Well, since you're here, let's all read it together.
Let's
okay?
teach you to read.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be
I still
fun.
have work to do.
Learning to read is work.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
really.
You did a very good job today.
Yeah, you didn't get stabbed by the criminals.
Let's read then.
All right.
There's so many pictures. Are all books like this?
Nah, some of them are longer, and there's just Stroll in the background there trying to sleep with his legs up, and we're just like reading at this at the other end of the room. That's great. Certainly not disturbing that man's sleep. Not one bit.
Helps with keeping the inn running.
That's impressive. That's great.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones.
Yeah.
Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard.
Yeah, she's gonna be a smartass when she grows up. That's for sure.
Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
That's really sad. Are you sure you're alright?
Are you sure you're doing all right?
Yes, Papa's always like this when he comes home, but I'm happy he's here. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
No worries, random child. Glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it.
Will you play with me again sometime?
I don't know. I might be going to prison soon.
Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
This is foreshadowing. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature. Okay.
A pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer.
What? She's gonna be a party member? Oh no.
Bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Oh no. The pinky promise of friendship has bonded them to us. Oh no. Alright. Well, at least we got a healer, I guess. That'll kind of come in handy. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer. Yeah, okay, okay.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
How come when I got my special powers, I had to fight a giant monster, and then for this person, all I had to do was read her a book? Huh? How does that work? Huh? Alright, I'll ask him to stay. I'm sure it'll work out.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay.
I don't think it'll work
I'll
out.
try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabian and go to bed.
Alright, there we go.
Alright. I'll try to read this part now. In this country...
Okay.
The something king hears the voices of the city and protects
It really
their
is
way of
like,
life.
it really is like, you know, it really is like listening to a child read. Oh no.
What does this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Moore wrote this one. It sounds like his dialogue.
All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help.
Democracy?
Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting. And everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place?
It's inside a book.
No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just read till
As dawn breaks,
daytime.
So begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
Ooh, there we go. All right, it is time for our assassination mission. Let's go.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral.
Ooh.
I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
And then we'll stab him in the face. What happens after that? I didn't plan that far ahead.
With the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Or just buy new ones.
Thanks
Oh,
for keeping Maria
he disappeared.
company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Don't worry.
Because I don't think Chris is coming back, guys. I don't think he's coming back.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all.
Yeah, you keep her at a inn full of criminals. I wonder if she wouldn't have problems getting friends.
We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to
All
everything
right.
here. Don't worry.
What's our distraction gonna be, chat? You got any suggestions for our distraction?
Papa,
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
I wonder if we could get some fireworks. Fireworks are usually a good distraction. We can read some more.
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yeah, that's totally gonna happen.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
Turns out Maria's gonna be the new protagonist and we're gonna die horribly, horribly.
See you soon.
Bye!
Once
All
it's
right.
over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best.
I think
Right
the
then.
tolling
Let's
of
get
the
ourselves
clock
ready,
is
then
a
head for the Grand
telling
Cathedral.
sign that not all is gonna go well. It's a bit ominous, isn't it? Alright, press RB to open the local map. Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's go get some weapons and armor on the way as well, apparently. That would probably be a good thing to do. Alright, let's see what we can... Oh, gosh. Huh? Oh, okay. We could go to academia as well. That actually might be a good thing to do, because we probably have
Now, where was I?
points to spend on academia stuff. Because that is where we get a lot of our abilities and everything from. So let's have a little look at that stuff real quick.
Would you look at this?
Okay. Do we gotta speak to him? I am trying to remember how we use this stuff now. Oh god, there's a... Holy crap, is this the amount of characters that we've got? Christ. Alright. Ability details, I guess. Need rank 2 to get his, like, stuff back. Okay, okay. And everything's rank 1 right now. Study notes? Skills, there we go. I don't think that's right, actually. Maybe if we look at the stuff. Ooh, Squad Tactics Handbook. I could use that, maybe. Alright, let's talk to this guy then. Let's talk to the DMPC.
Well then.
I realize it's sudden, but I want to ask you about regarding the power you have. I have a task. Oh, you got a quest. Something about archetypes. The heroes of the kingdom's history show glimpses of such power, yet their tales are largely forgotten. A hero standing alone is no hero at all. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power if you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. Ooh, okay. So is this going to be like a special currency that we need to get or something?
Because you see...
First of all, I'd like you to cultivate heroic embodiment for the healer. I'm certain the task will be opportunity. Okay.
This one's important.
Nurture the strength. I need to challenge Louis the Archmage. I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. Okay.
Please.
Leave it to me, I guess. That makes sense. Alright.
Yes, that's right. But this.
Alright, come on. Let's just skip through this. It's fine. I know. Just get the healer archetype to level 10. It's fine. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just need to figure out what menu it is.
Do make yourselves comfortable.
Okay, so if we study archetypes, we need the healer one? Right? Okay, apparently that's not working. Skills. Okay, inherit skills. What the? This is a hell of a lot of stuff that I think I need to come back to, honestly. Lectures? Oh, I definitely don't want a lecture. Let's focus on this bit then. Okay, we need rank 3 for the Seeker. Healer. Oh, so that allows you to have, like, different archetypes equipped, maybe? Okay.
I see.
That could be kind of cool.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
Channel the healer for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? I don't know. I don't know, like, multi-class quite yet, honestly. Just because that feels like not something we should be doing. Instead, we should be focusing down on the ones that they've already got. But that's like rank 10, so... Can you have, like, multiple equipped or something? That would be kind of interesting. Listen.
Now that you say it.
Have you checked the shelves here? They're filled with books on the nature of archetypes. Okay. I don't want to worry about that. Alright, let's just head back then and see what we got. Because we want to buy some, like, weapons and stuff like that, right? That's going to be much more useful.
You'll come again.
Bye! Because it looks like you can rank stuff up, but you need to get higher rank in other stuff before you can unlock that sort of stuff. All right, you sod off.
You've come at a good time.
Ooh, hello. Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary. I've got a proposal. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters. Oh, okay, so we can sell mag here for stuff.
Isn't that?
That's the currency we use in the academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You will need both though, so it'll leave it up to you. Okay, okay. Well, I don't want to sell stuff now, honestly. Hey, Kato! How you doing, buddy? All right?
Hello there.
Let's have a little shop in here, see what we can get. Ooh, appraise. Okay, I can't appraise anything. Okay, 2,850 for like a new sword. That's actually quite a lot of money. Can we sell some random crap that we found? Yes, we can. Okay, that's good. There we go. And we got a lot of other random stuff. Use it to enhance certain gear at churches. Ooh, okay. We're gonna have to try that out at some point. Increases archetype experience. Ooh, okay. It sounds like there's a couple of things we need to check out then. Okay. Right. I'm okay, you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much, honestly. We're just playing some Metaphori Fantasio. And I'm trying to get to grips with playing a JRPG, because I don't really play these kind of games. it's been pretty good, pretty interesting so far, honestly. It definitely does. It definitely does some things well, and some things I wouldn't say particularly well, honestly. But that's just my take on it, really. Otherwise, doing pretty well. It's been an interesting week for me, because I sort of had all the sort of debut stuff last week, and then I kind of had a bit of whiplash because suddenly I had a lot of stuff that I was gonna be doing that weekend, right? And then I suddenly didn't because a lot of plans kind of fell through, really. And then I had to go into work a lot, and yeah, it's just been a busy couple of weeks, honestly. I don't have an awful lot going on this weekend, so hopefully I can chill out with it a little bit.
Welcome.
What a rare customer. I'm rare, apparently. Yeah, this is all way too much expensive stuff, unfortunately. I can't seem to sell any of this stuff because it's all equipped. That isn't equipped, but I probably want to actually equip that with somebody. Okay. Let's have a little look-see then. See if we can get to this church or something. That could be cool. This looks like that's going to be a potion shop, so that's not useful.
You keep away from me. See there.
Oh, all right. It being rude. All right. Let's head to the Grand Cathedral and see what happens. I reckon we can unga bunga this. It's fine. We don't need any, you know, nuance or plans when it comes to killing Napoleon. We just have to, you know, just unga bunga. All right. Ooh, that guy is selling water or something. Water. They are actually selling water. Okay.
Quite fresh.
They're actually selling water. Okay, that's very strange. A cooking ingredient. Okay. It sounds like there's cooking in this then. All right. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, is there gonna be fishing too? Of course, it's not a real RPG unless we have fishing. All right, where are we supposed to be going? This way? Oh yeah, the giant crowd. Uh-huh. Time to sneak in. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. What could go wrong? Well, we're about to find out what's going to go wrong, because I think this is going to go terribly wrong, honestly. Oh my god, I just realized we're trying to assassinate somebody at a funeral.
Some generals too. All the big names are here.
Can you see Grius?
There he is.
I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Look there.
Man, having a fairy in this kind of world is just like having a drone, isn't it? Look!
Oh, what is this?
Ooh, ooh. He's flying.
Isn't that the flower straight from the king's garden? And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty. You barbarian.
Oh no.
Your fool of a king is dead.
What did he say?
Vain aristocrats and simpering clergy. He withered and died under his own weakness.
Speak up! I'm at the back. I can't hear what's going on.
This is madness. At the king's own funeral. Lord Louis speaks true. The nobles are to blame.
Name the guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth. The truth of reality.
Oh no. What you gonna drop a giant net on everybody? What the heck?
You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse. They are no mere rumor. They lurk.
Out of context, that would be really bad. That's really funny. Oh, it is just a corpse. Okay.
Fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Blue Blood? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Squeerburn be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia.
Would it be awkward if, like, everybody just told him no right now? Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Is this not a corpse? Is this thing, in fact, not dead? Oh, no, something else is gonna happen. Alright.
Such power. It can't be.
We've just had God descend from the heavens or something now. Oh my gosh.
The palace.
Somebody was like, you've got a airship, so I raise you one floating palace airship, I guess. Oh, that's like a face. Ooh.
Could this be the king's own magic?
Damn, the imagery in this is actually really good, honestly.
His Majesty?
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Ooh.
Did he just say Hithlodius V? That face? It can't be. His Majesty.
He's turned into the palace.
Why? Be silent! Let him say his piece.
Let the giant floating rock talk.
Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world.
That man's gorming out.
In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
So it's a popularity contest.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry?
Truly?
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
Oh.
What's happening?
Buddy, you got a thing on your head.
Ring out in clarion truth.
Yeah, you got a thing on your head too.
Witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Vorden.
Count Louise! Count Louise is there too! They're all candidates.
The heck?
What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by rights and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn his majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test that? Good people, is Vorden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or tribe. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace.
It's a good speech, guys. I like Napoleon a little bit. I will have to admit.
Church did nothing. There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds, will we too be protected?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The man you think he is.
Hey, look! Come, Louise. He's catching up to Vorden.
Can that giant thing really see what we're thinking?
Louis, you've led the people's hearts astray.
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand
It is a popularity contest, guys.
my protection
We gotta start hustling. We gotta start doing making some promises.
over your corpses.
You mean just as you killed the king?
The country
Ooh.
is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile...
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Luis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it!
Hey, who are you?
Silence him!
Who's that guy?
Slayer deserves only death! That's right!
Hey! Yes, good.
You need to go too.
Where's Grius?
Uh-oh. This is gonna be the epic assassination attempt, which is definitely not gonna work. Oh.
Alsace?
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's dog. Rather poetic, I suppose.
I mean,
How he is rewarded.
this was about how I thought it was gonna go, honestly. Like, this just wasn't gonna work, hon. Like, it really wasn't. He had so many death flags. So many.
I warned you. This is the price of defiance. Though I hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side. So be it. Rally behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing.
I swear I've seen this shot before in a Zelda game.
Much of a choice.
You got Sean Bean, yeah.
Of the hero,
It's just,
whosoever
no.
hath most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or tribe. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial.
Who's like two of those people?
And obey.
There's one that looks pretty deformed in there. Like, what is that? Is that just like raw chaos or something like that? I don't know. Alright, well, I guess now we have to win an election, guys. This went from like monarchy to like succession dispute to, this is actually just, you know, democratic election now.
Hey, Grius! Grius!
I think he's dead, dude. His throat got slit.
Damn it. Luis!
God damn it. Oh, it's Square Shoulder Lady.
Alsace.
She's gonna be the person who replaces Grius, I think, in the party.
Sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Luis as king.
Who the hell are you?
Stand down!
Damned meddlers. So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Luis's glory!
Okay. I guess we're gonna get a... Oh gosh, okay, now we've got skeletons. Ooh.
He defiles the dead!
Ah, but Lord Luis has sent me here on an important
A Scotsman got replaced by a more Scottish man, yeah.
It seems I'll need considerable time to
We
accumulate
replaced the
knowledge.
old Scottish man with a
Until
Scottish
some,
twink.
however, have failed to borrow the cathedral. The day the king's morning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Uh-oh.
Stand strong!
They're just skeletons, guys. Come on, they're like level 1 mobs. Just deal with them. Just stab them.
Everyone.
Just stab them. It's fine. They're like weak trash mobs. All right.
What is this? What the hell is this?
It's a skeleton, man. Have you not ever seen a skeleton before?
Stroll, get a hold of
They're
yourself.
like
We've got company.
the simplest freaking thing. Like at least she's got armor again. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Pathetic.
Ah, well.
Stay calm. Calm. Damn it, I can't focus.
Anxiety status. Party members who have a chance to be afflicted with anxiety in 2 circumstances: when you're ambushed in battle or when they receive a critical hit. Okay. Allies affected with anxiety will be unable to control archetype skills, and attacks against them won't consume enemy turn icons. Among other things, pay attention to this status alignment. Okay.
I'll be alright.
Okay, that's kind of dangerous. We want to avoid that at all costs.
Brace yourselves.
Ow. Uh-oh. Oh. Hit rate is now 100%. That's not good. That feels like cheating.
Keep the enemies off him.
Okay, so I guess if we can't control his like abilities, what we could do is go back and then just guard or something like that. Let's have a little look, see what else we can do. HP recovery. We kind of just need to do some damage, honestly. Mortar. Ooh. All right, let's just do a wind attack. Fuck it.
Stroll's anxious, and they're targeting him.
Well, I've done as much as I can to shield him, so, you know. Some of them have spears, I know, yeah. All right. Bring him forward now, and let's see if we can do some damage on these guys. Oh yeah, that is much better. All right.
Wind.
There we go. 2 down. 3 to go. Ow. Right. Let's do another good old slash. Take out all the spearmen.
The freedom of a wanderer.
And I actually want to use like just like a medicine thing on this guy now.
My thanks.
There we go. Let's do the diagonal slash again. There we go.
Let's stay calm.
And I think
To the rear guard.
let's head back and just put on my guard. It's nice and easy. Could use fire. Grius could use fire. We don't have that anymore, unfortunately. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, that was easy. I don't know. You guys worried? I don't know why he was anxious. Like, wuss. It's just some skeletons, guys.
Did he take soldiers into the cathedral?
He just sort of walked off, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We all saw him walk
There should be a
off.
mausoleum nearby. Could you take his body there?
Yes, right away.
Take care with him, please. He was a dear friend. He gave his all for the king.
Did you guys just stand there while we fought the skeletons? Did you just stand there?
My name
Gosh.
is Hokenberg. I have a question for you.
Do you now?
That power you wield, it is not something they teach in the army. You are no ordinary soldier.
Nah, we're the protagonists, so we have protagonist powers.
And you? You're clearly more than a guard captain.
I am a knight in the Crown's service. Commanding the guard is not my station's duty, but these are dire times.
Dire times indeed.
A knight?
And you pretend at soldiery. But that matter can wait. Alsace seemed to know you.
Who the fuck was Alsace? Oh crap! I cannot remember that character's name.
Who is Alsace?
We'll have time for debate after we apprehend that mage. He's after the royal scepter, I'm sure of it.
The royal scepter?
Yeah, it's the. Oh, I remember this. It's the thing that probably should be kept in a vault, but is actually kept in a like random shop in the middle of town, with just a glass pane protecting it from getting stolen.
Please, someone, help!
Who the fuck is this lady?
Please help. I've still got family inside.
Darling, you definitely need help. Look at that dress. Like, look at that dress. You need help. Wait, it's not a replica? I don't think it was a replica. I think it was low-key implied to just be the legit thing.
Did he trap civilians in the cathedral?
Yes, my family and more.
I don't envy their chances
trapped you in
if
that
there's
horrible dress. It hasn't even rendered. Yeah.
I am honor bound as a knight to answer that plea. I would ask your aid as well, if you might give it.
Does it not tarnish the Royal Knights to enlist the aid of strangers?
Why are you so, like, angsty, man? Just calm the fuck down. Just, like, she's trying her best, dude. Calm the fuck down.
I haven't the luxury of refusing able fighters.
If I
Elf is joining you. I think we're joining the elf.
Be able to face Grius.
I don't think we get a choice. I think we're joining her.
My friend?
None that would stop you, I
None
guess.
that would stop you, I expect.
You know me so well already. Let's
Do
just
we?
watch out for those accursed skeletons.
Ah, yeah. Horrible things, those.
Gotta hurry.
We need to catch up with that knight. Yeah, and we also need to give them the pinky promise so that they can get some special powers. Because otherwise they're gonna be trash, you know?
Hold it.
Wait, those people are still alive? Oh, should I be helping people? I don't think I don't think they're alive. They're dead. They looked pretty dead when I ran past them. Careful, it's gonna collapse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a good way of saving the animation budget. Well done, guys.
Damn it.
There's no way up now. What do you mean there's no way up? You could totally jump that. You could totally jump that. That's so passable. Like this, what are you talking about? Seek another path? Dude, you could just jump over that. You could, like, am I being crazy, chat? Like, you could just totally jump over that. Alright, let's meet again above. Alright, bye, I guess. I'm sorry, but you could totally jump onto that, then jump onto the next bit, and then you can just jump over. Like, that's so easy. That's so traversable, it's kind of funny. Alright. Right, let's worry about these skeletons instead for a bit. Oh god.
Looks like they found us.
Yep, they have.
This is our chance.
We have the edge.
This could be our chance.
That was a sneaky transition to a different game level because they don't have dynamic pathfinding. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's take these guys out.
Hack and slash. That's one.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Let's just use a melee attack. Fuck it. I don't think using a melee attack is ever a good idea, honestly. Like, it just doesn't do enough damage, honestly.
I'll cut you down.
Like, it all seems to be about the archetype abilities.
Looks like that's all of them. Great.
Ooh, we get like a different like level up screen. That's kind of cool.
That'll do. I admit, it feels good to get stronger. Careful, we've got company.
All right. Where the fuck are we now? Over there.
Which means you've got this.
I kind of want to just really quickly grab some healing. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Fully healthed. Let's go.
Shouldn't be anything.
Stab!
This could be our chance.
Alright, let's have a little look. I think the tactical choice here is to use the one ability which is actually useful against these guys.
Let's stay calm. By this power.
I think the wind magic did okay against them, so maybe that guy.
Just one left.
Yeah, there we go.
I knew you had this. Only one left.
I call upon the royal power within.
Steal their ribs. Just steal their entire rib cage.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Made short work of them. Yep, we're safe here.
Is there something behind there? It feels like there's something behind. Oh, maybe it's upstairs. Okay, okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Uh-oh.
Blast!
Blast!
No! Like I'd let.
All right. More skeletons.
Warrior!
I think what we use to kill the skeletons is the stab move that works. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna do a guard here. Hopefully he attacks me. He didn't attack me. Well, that was cringe.
Warrior!
Ooh, we did a crit. Nice. All right. Are you unhurt? Are you unhurt? Could you say, are you hurt? We're all right, thanks to you, but who are you? Which organization do you belong to? We're wearing, like, military uniforms. Like, why would you not just assume we're part of the military? I don't know. Please save my son, he's up ahead. All right. Are you lot with the state army? Ah, well, makes no difference in the end. A rescue's a rescue.
Understood.
I'll watch over her. Sorry to make you do this, but please look out for her son. Okay, I'll totally remember to do that. Right. Where's the loot that was up here? There was loot up here. I was promised. Yeah, there we go. Ooh.
I'd say we're evenly matched.
Oh, there's actually quite a couple dudes.
They'll need more than this.
What a shame.
Dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Right.
Call upon the royal power
Let's do the same thing that we've been doing. Because it works.
Let's stay calm.
Oh, please.
There we go. And we win the fight again. There we go.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
That'll do it.
Right, we got quite a few items up here, which is good. Just random things that we can sell later and hopefully get some good gear or something. Oh gosh, hang on. Hello. Just gonna step around him real quick. Oh.
This is bad. They're onto us.
Okay.
That guy has a bow. Okay, they're starting really badly beat up now, which is good. I'm gonna take out those sword guys.
I will fight with pride.
I think I'm just gonna melee attack the bow guy. Okay, he still had a decent defense. I thought he was gonna have like slightly lower defense or something, just because he has a bow rather than like sword and shield and stuff. Apparently not.
Let's stay calm. A tough one.
Uh-oh! Brace yourselves!
Did the skeleton with a bow just punch us?
No holding back.
I guess they can't figure out how to use a bow. Or they didn't want to animate shooting a bow. Shit. What is all this? Lowers damage sustained. Let's do endurance a little bit. That's probably a good idea to do.
I think we're in the clear.
Nice. I bet we'll find
Right.
use for that.
In we go. God. All right. There's a child in here somewhere. I was expecting to find a hostage situation. This is just a little bit weird. I guess we just gotta bash our way through everything, right? There's no jump, so I can't jump over that. Ah,
That's somewhere safe.
there we go. Destroy the child. Destroy him. It's gonna be all right. Are you hurt? Yeah, it was scary. We're lost too. Your mother was worried. Go back to her. Don't be hard on him, eh? It wasn't the lad's fault. Are you implying I was trying to blame the child for a necromancer attack? I'm just saying. No. No. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
All right. Thank you and well done. I'll get them to safety. When did you turn up? When did you? Huh?
No.
We further business to attend to. Take care of the child. Take care of the child. Destroy the child.
Let's hurry.
All right. Let's open up this chest and. Okay, we got a res potion, which is cool.
Let's stash that somewhere.
Break a bunch of random crap because we're vandals. And up we go. Ooh, this looks suspicious.
Pretty standard.
Okay. Okay. Ah, we caught up to Elf Lady.
Everything all right?
Hello, Miss Square Shoulders.
No.
There were people struggling to get away. We couldn't just abandon them. There's likely more who need assistance inside. Okay. Okay.
Look.
I still think that giant corpse is gonna be a boss fight. It's gonna be a boss fight or something. Like it's set piece like worthy. I think there's gotta be something that's gonna happen there. 'Tis a sorry mess that the royal funeral led to. I could never have imagined. We have only Luis to blame. Launching an attack on the proceedings was unthinkable.
And then
That's not all he's done. That mad subordinate of his, you said he's after the royal scepter. Yes, no doubt to offer it to his master. Once Luis takes it in hand, I fear the whole country will bend to his whims. Yeah, but he can't use it, right? Because, like, only the king can use it. That's the whole thing, right? Or maybe I guess he's going to use it as a way of gaining legitimacy or something? We can't let that happen. I mean, we can stop him, right? So let's get moving.
Onward.
The entrance to the upper levels is ahead. Try to keep up. All right. By the way, can I shake your hand so you get magic powers?
Damn it.
She doesn't want to, apparently. Okay.
However,
You gotta be joking. That thing looks absolutely massive. Yeah, I know. How the hell did they build all of this? We have to climb that whole way? This is gonna take a long while. Indeed we do. The Royal Scepter Chamber is at the top. Okay, so it was a replica. The Royal Scepter is actually all the way up there. Okay, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Alright, we're gonna have to find out, though, I think, what happens next time. I think we're gonna call it there. We're a little bit over our usual 3-hour mark, so I am gonna leave it there, guys, for now. We're gonna find out where this Royal Scepter thing comes to. We're gonna win this, like, I guess, election thing against Napoleon, basically. That seems to be the way that the plot's going. It's definitely a little interesting game, that's for sure. It's doing a lot of things quite well, but it's also doing a lot of things I think not particularly great, honestly. Like, it could be a lot better. It's usually the things that I find a bit annoying in JRPGs, honestly, though. So, like, it is probably just me. You just win an election against Napoleon. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta win an election against Napoleon in France. Like, that's gonna happen, right? Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been great having everybody. Next week, we are going to be playing LiDAR exploration game, basically. I saw it came out recently, and I knew that the developers were working on it, and it looks really cool. It's basically a little horror game, exploration game, but using like LiDAR detection stuff. We talked about it a little while ago. I don't know if people remember us mentioning it when we were I think we talked about it when we were streaming Voices of the Void. It's another little spooky game, basically. I do quite like a good little horror game. LiDAR exploration program. So hopefully it's going to be pretty cool. The whole concept is that you basically walk around a level, but you can't see anything. Like, it's all completely black. But you got a gun which paints dots on the level geometry, so you can maybe see what's going on, and maybe there is going to be something else in the level with you, and you don't know what it is. Spooky stream, yeah. You should grab Kato for Phasmo. That could be quite fun, honestly. I'd be up for playing some Phasmo at some point. Phasmo is pretty good. It's come a long way since I first played it, because I played it like way back when it first came out. So it's actually come a long way, honestly. So that could be really fun to do. I know a friend who's big into Phasmo. Like, he was very into it. Like, he was playing it like all the time, and really wanted me to play with it. But I was just a bit too busy at the time, so I didn't actually get an awful lot of time to play with him, which was kind of sad. But it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it'll be a nice spooky stream. Hopefully, like I said, I love my horror games, and they're always fun. Other than that, I'm always happy to take suggestions for things to play. I am looking into a couple of other games which we could maybe start playing. I don't know if we'll continue with Metaphor, honestly. It's been an interesting little delve into this kind of like RPG experience, but I don't know. Like, I think the problem with streaming a story-heavy game is that there's a lot of story and not much like else really. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can get done. You have to wade through, and it just doesn't. I don't know if it makes for great stream content. You know, I was interested to play it because I thought we could get some good conversations out of it. But I feel like we might have had those conversations now. So I don't know. It's up to you guys, really. If you feel like we could continue with it or not, really. I don't really mind. Like I said, I've got some other things in the pipeline as well. And there's also quite a few other things that are coming out as well. So I kind of want to start picking those things up. At the end of the day, I want to start playing, sort of more indie titles and all that as well. So we'll probably be doing some indies later on. But anyway, thank you all so much for turning up. It has been lovely seeing you all. We will be on same time next week, 7 as usual. Yeah, everyone have a wonderful long Easter weekend, because, the long Easter weekend is almost upon us, and it's always great to have. You guys think we should have 4-day weeks, 4-day weekends every weekend? That would be great, wouldn't it? That would be wonderful. Then I could actually maybe do some stuff that I want to do. The problem I always find is I'm always doing stuff. I'm always like, busy with like little projects that I want to do, and I rarely have time on the weekend to actually do them. I would create so many more things if I had 4 days to just do stuff, honestly. Because the other problem I always find as well is, to quote an anime character, I always spend my weekends recovering from all of the stress of the week rather than doing what I want to do. Which is also a bit of a shame, really. 4-day weekends every weekend, yeah. They were gonna do it at some point, though. I swear that I could swear back in like the 70s they were talking about it, and I guess that didn't happen. But hey ho, we can but hope. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you all so much. I have been Extra Galactic Unicorn, and I will see you next week. Cheerio. Hey there, you made it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing for more, or check out my main channel where I post shorter and more edited content. But for now though, take care buddy, and cheerio.